But thank you, Red Bear. I appreciate you. So what I can do, if I use something like this, one of these, right? You can give it like a nice leather look. Like that. Because the damaged plastic has like a sheen to it, which I think works quite nicely. Though, I'm doing a tropical style, so I might be able to get away with doing the rattan style anyway. If I could get the right color, that is. Maybe. Red Bear, how are you doing? How is your day going? Let me have a look. There's also wicker. I think the rattan one might work with the style anyway. I would just have to make sure I'm using the right. Kind of like that actually. The lighter one. Oh, I pressed a button. I pressed a button. I didn't mean to turn on quests. Oh god. I don't have to remove these things. Oh, there we go. Normally I just sell the item because I'm always like, I don't have to remove the quests once I accidentally turn them on. Okay. Maybe I should have probably put the end one in first, right? Can I get away with a corner one, a third one there? I can because the door's there. Okay, we can make this quite large then. This is for the whole family, so there might be a bedroom in that one. So there could be, I could maybe put 2 beds in that one. This one's like the parents' suite, you know, it's gonna be like a double, and then this one's gonna be 2 twins or something. I think that would work perfectly fine. I didn't change the foots. I was using stained birch, right? I think I was. Do I want to use this blue? No, I want to use this. There we go, like that. I don't want it to be bright white because anything that's white, you're gonna, if you start over jeans, the blue is actually gonna stay into it. If it's not white, it should be okay. I hope. I might actually remove this completely. It's gonna look strange having just a random ledge there. There we go. And then I could put like a coffee table here. We can put a little unit there, put a TV up. Obviously, I don't want a TV here because it's a resort. You're not supposed to be watching TV, but it's like the modern era. There's, of course, going to be TVs in the hotel rooms, right? Everyone would complain if there wasn't, right? Um, I used that one in the other. I had used that style. But if I put 2 next to each other, this could be too much. But if I put one on its own, I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. There's a Pokemon in the chat. If anyone wants a Pokemon, feel free to grab that. I don't know. Let's grab a TV. Let's see how I feel. TV. Obviously the biggest one because obviously. I think I would rather tuck it in further. I mean, I could put it pretty close into the wall, so it's... There we go. Mounted to the wall, not hanging off the wall. Like on an ugly little hinge, like you're going to swing it around and change the angle of it. No one ever does that, right? It's actually part of the wall. It's fitted in nicely, right? You do the same here too, because that doesn't need to be the full size. It's literally there just so that if you had a games console, you would put it there. Let me catch this Pokemon before it escapes. There we go. Okay. Fine. We got some foliage up here. We get a cute little coffee table, just something that people can sit at, drink coffee, drink margaritas, whatever it is people do when they do things. You look like Laundromat Trade. You know, I'll take that. This is like fresh out the shower. I had nothing else to wear, Struggle Gym, so I've just thrown this on because I've got to go, you know, do things, you know, that. Hi, Struggle Gym. Hi, welcome in. Happy Friday. How is your day? Hopefully amazing. Okay, I was looking for coffee tables. What is a coffee table? I can never remember where things are. It's part of like the... It's part of the table section, isn't it? I can never remember these things. I literally look at them and I was like, is it side tables or is it Yeah, you know, words, things like that. Strogajim, how are you? In a video that reset your entire audio setup, which muted your game on stream. On stream whilst you were streaming, Calm? Or you didn't realize and you went live and then had to try and fix it, because stressful either way. Hey, when stuff happens. I sneezed. Yeah, I heard that, Mocha, from here. I have news. You finally got a beard in Animal Crossing. Cute. How's it look? You didn't realize before stream. Oh, I hate that. Did someone mention it, or did you not realize until the end? Oh, I hate tech issues. They ruin everything. You're just like trying to have fun, just trying to play a game, just chill with people. And then stream's like, yeah, you what? You wanted to do things today? I don't think so. Is that too big? Or maybe I could tuck it in. There's still plenty of room to get around in here, I think. Not until the very end. I hate that. I'm so sorry that happened to you. It's so stressful. Tech issues are the worst because you don't know something's wrong until someone says something's wrong, and then you're like, how do I fix that? It worked yesterday, right? And you're like, why is it broken now? I've been through way too many tech issues for everything like that. Sound not working, my camera not working, or game things not showing up correctly, all of the above. And it'd be things that worked before, just now don't work. And I'm like, I didn't touch anything. I can't help that someone somewhere decided to press send all on the update button and break everything. I doubt the video will be getting many views either way, but still frustrating. I mean, either way, it's, you know, you want things to work how you would set them up, and then they're not working. And I was like, well, you know, it's rude. I understand. I feel you. I hate it myself. Tech issues are really annoying. I think I'm going to go with this. I gotta change the one I didn't want to change. Love that. Well, I mean, aside from the tech issues, how is everything else? No, I don't like that. I want that to be the other way around. There we go. That way round. That way round. Tech issues and nobody tells you it's bad till the industry when you find out yourself. How long has this been broken? All the entire time? Thought it was meant to be like that. The number of times my filters have... I went and checked. The number of times my filters have been off and no one says anything, and Gandhi's like, why can I hear your fan? And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean you can hear my fan? And then I'll go and check and all of the filters were off. No noise canceling, nothing. And I'm like, you guys have just been listening to me like sound like I'm in a wind tunnel, like crackling and echoey, and no one noticed. And I'm like, you know, I lose sleep over stuff like this. Other than that, things are great. You're getting food now. What food are you going to have? Tell me everything. Felt, and nobody says a thing. Mm-hmm. They just, I mean, I get it, because most people probably thought maybe it was intentional, right? Like, oh, maybe you changed the audio setting or something. I was like, you know, if something sounds worse than it does, please do let me know so I can fix it, right? Unless the problem is me, don't tell me. If it's me specifically, if, you know, if I'm just looking a mess today, you don't have to tell me, Hangry. Thank you. We can live without the knowledge, you know. So is that with chicken rice? Love rice. Sounds healthy. I like this. What time is it for you right now, Calm?
Jasmine Masters.
Where'd you get a loaf of bread? Z, thank you for getting a daily brickle. You look a mess today. I mean, I do look a mess today, but it's okay.
Sidious just cheered 100 bits. You look a mess today.
You know, I'll take it for the biddies. Sid, thank you for the biddies. I appreciate you. Yes, I do look a mess today. But I have an excuse. I have an excuse. The excuse is in chat and it's Ilfa. I'm blaming Ilfa. I blame Ilfa because I was playing games with Ilfa instead of getting ready for stream. A hot mess. I'll take a hot mess too. It's fine. It's okay. If it's worse, nobody bats an eye. If it's better, you get new mics. Suddenly people complain it's bad. They notice the difference because it's a new microphone, right? But if it's the same microphone, the filter's just off, no one notices anything. Or doesn't say it. Yeah. You take the blame, please do. Yeah. The junk collector people called, said they're going to come within the next 3 hours. 3 hours? Now what are you going to do? Sit on your bed and just twiddle your thumbs 3 hours until they show up? I don't know what they're going to say the price is, so I don't know if I'll be able to do it. If not, I'll just tell them I can't. It'd be nice if they could tell you the price before they show up, right? I apologize, I keep moving around. The clip on the back of the headphones keeps loosening, and then I feel like I'm giving myself a wide berth or something because the thing keeps, I'm getting distracted. I apologize. What's I saying? Yeah, find out the price before they show up, so you don't have to awkwardly be like, I know it took you 3 hours to get here, but that's way above my budget. Why they haven't told you a price yet? Right. Especially if you told them a generalized, this is how much stuff I've got. So how much stuff there is, and they'll give you an estimate. Oh, okay. So you told them how much it is or how much stuff you have, and they're going to get back to you. Okay, that's fine. I thought they were just going to show up, then look at it, and then be like, this is how much it's going to be. I'd be stressed. One thing I always found really weird when I first moved to the US, that's a huge plant. I kind of love it. When I first moved to the US, I didn't realize just how many people just put it on the credit card. Just put it on the credit card. Just put it on the credit card. Growing up, my younger adult years in the UK, I didn't have a credit card. I had a debit card. If I didn't have the money for something, I was screwed. Right. And there was always this business idea of, we'll just tell you the price at the end. Like, you'll just pay at the end. It's like, no, I need to know beforehand. I need to know to the exact penny how much it's going to cost, because if I don't have it in my bank account, I can't pay for it. Right. It's not just put it on the credit card situation. But here living in the US, everyone just puts it on the credit card and they worry about it later. I was like, good for them, I guess. Right. But imagine they just showed up and you're like, yeah, I only have cash. And you've told me it's like $100 more than I have. What am I supposed to do? Stuff like that stresses me out. My first time get my first bank account opened when I was like 16 or something, my mother put money in my bank account so I could test it out, right? I went to Subway, probably the worst place I could have gone. I went to Subway, got a full sandwich made, cookies, drink, everything. I went to pay for it with my new card that I had from the bank I just opened. Denied. Literally, the card said no. And I was like, I just put money in there. I know there's money in there, and it didn't work. They didn't accept it. And I was like, now what am I going to do? What are you going to do? Unmake the sandwich, put the ingredients back? Like, it was traumatizing. I was like, the first time I ever used it, now I don't like using my card for anything. Attach the headphone cord to the top of your chair, never snag. So that would be smart. I sit on mine, so when I move around, it pulls. And that's my problem because I'm a fidget. It happens. That's what they're going to do. They told them exactly what the stuff is so they could tell you. Hopefully they get back to you soon then, right? Amount of people with a credit card, they're in debt way too high, not even in the US. There are a lot of people that do have credit cards just to put it on the credit card and then complain about, being in debt because of it, Sings a hug. Hi, Shan. I'll give you a hug. Online friends in the US get really concerned when I say use Klarna to pay for stuff, but it's usually normalized here in Sweden because we don't really have credit cards, only debit cards. Right, exactly. See, whereas in the UK, most people that I knew didn't have credit cards. They just, if they had the money, they paid for it. If they didn't have the money, you don't get it. That's life, right? If you don't have the money for something, you don't just buy it. You don't buy it, right? As a horrible story, it was honestly, it was a funny experience looking back at it, but I was so awkward because I was only like 16, first bank account, paid for my stuff, or tried to pay for my stuff, and I'd awkwardly be like, I guess you could put it back then because I didn't have the money for it. So embarrassing. Hi, Alexa. Hi, welcome in. Happy Friday. How are we doing? How is the Friday? How was your week? So you got anything fun? You know what? I keep going back to the store and I don't need to. I can just copy the stuff that I've already got placed and just do that. I don't want to keep doing this to myself. I'm going to open up the store and search for it. It's going to take me like 10 years to do. May as well just do this and then just change the photo in it, right? I need another beachy one because we're at the beach view here. So, beach view at the top. I want to put a little lamp here, something facing this direction, not this way. You don't need light pollution when you're enjoying the space out here. Maybe I could find one of the... Oh, that'd be really cute. One of the... There's a word. There is a word. Do I know it? No, I don't know words. There is a light thing that overhangs, is what I'm talking about. Like this. Apparently it's called Nejada. I would never have known that, but there's probably a name for that kind of lamp like that. Like that. That's what I meant. That's what I wanted. This is what I'm here for. This is what I'm here for. I think we were using like aluminium or chrome. I think we used chrome downstairs, didn't we? Stained birch. I want it to be lighter. Basically, the majority of the stuff has been packed and prepared besides the books on the bookshelf and small stuff scattered around your room. So the stuff that they would be taking is the stuff that you've already packed and prepared, right? But these are the junk collectors, right? So they're just picking up trash, right? Stuff that you don't want anyway. So it's not like they have to be careful with it. They can like smash it down to get it into the truck or whatever they're going to be doing. I know we've used a trash collection people here before. And I don't think it was the weight that they measured it on. It was the space that it took up in the truck, if that makes sense. So if it was stuff that they could crush, you end up paying less for it because they could fit more stuff in rather than it weighs this much or it's this heavy or whatever. That wasn't so much of the issue. There's a question chat. Throw it in like a basketball into a volcano for all I care. Yes, exactly. They can just dispose of it however they can. Just get rid of it. Exactly. Exactly that. That's all that matters because you don't need it anymore. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Are we done with Miley for now? I think we're done with Miley. I think we are. I think we are. I don't want to put on. You know what? Whilst we have Z here, let's do that. There is a question chat. If anyone wants, wants to join, feel free to go ahead. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that. Hi, Alagina. Hi, welcome in. How are you? Do you have a clear head? And we know that as soon as I need to move, everything will be sorted and prepared. Right. You don't want to be dealing with the stress of getting it sorted 5 minutes before you leave. You want it done ahead of time so it is done. One less thing to stress about because moving is stressful enough as it is. I clicked the wrong thing. There we go. Alexa, thank you for the nose job. I appreciate you. Did you like it? It's cute, right? It's adorable. Hi, Alachina. Happy Friday. I hope that your Friday is going well. I kind of like that there. I feel like I put a little lamp there too. Maybe I could push that a little in here. I put this on for Z. Love the chosen people. I look amazing, don't I? I look really good. I look really good. Found out today that potentially you have only 6 weeks. Yeah, see, look, that would stress me out. Even though it's 6 whole weeks, I would still be stressed out right now. Hot, thank you. It's cute, right? This is actually my before nose job. The filter. This is not the filter. This is the filter turned off. So I apologize for everyone. One of your favorite songs? I love this song. And then Kim Petras' oh my God, it looks so weird when it's gone. And then Kim Petras' version of it is also pretty good too. I like that. I think I'm going to do more of these because I use these. The paper kind of style works really nice. Oh my jeez, that's a plant. Works really nicely for me. Did a great job, 100%. Yes. I do like, I mean, honestly, I like almost all of Kim Petras' stuff. Not as much as Lady Gaga. I mean, I listen to every Lady Gaga song. Kim Petras has some skipper ones that some just didn't resonate with me.
What are you doing in
Alley's?
What are you
I think we
doing
can
in
have big pillows up here. Right? There's nothing wrong with a big pillow. We'll have a big pillow. Hi, Allie. Allie, you're having the best birthday ever. I love how that's still got the same pattern that I picked when we were playing with Gandhi earlier. The same pattern. Even though it's not the same build, it's still got the same pattern on it. That's cute. Maybe I'll just put that one there. I want to make it as cozy as possible. I'm going to change the patterns on it. Back in like 9 hours. Bye. Good night, everyone. Allie, good night. Allie, I was going to read into you. Allie. Fine, Allie. You go get some sleep on your birthday. How dare you? I was going to raid into you. I was really excited. I was like, oh my God, it's going to be Allie's birthday. I'm going to raid in. It's going to be amazing. I have to get sleep. Fine, I'll allow this. We'll see you in like 9 hours. When you say like 9 hours, do you mean like 1.5 hours? Or do you mean in like 9 hours? I'm already gone. I literally just looked over and I was like, yeah, you're not there anymore. It's fine. I'll allow this one time because it's your birthday. But we love you. Go get some sleep. I hope you've had a great day and we'll see you soon. Imagine if I did like a tiger print because, you know, I clicked something else because it's the rainforest style, right? I mean, I don't hate it. It's kind of fun, right? I could work with this. So I'm distracted. 9:30 plus 9 is 6:30 to 6:30 a.m. Will you be live for your birthday stream? Oh, okay, okay. Well, I mean, I think we established that you'll be live before like midnight my time. So I'll make sure I check in and say hi at the start of your stream, and then I'll sleep, and then I'll wake up, and then you'll still be live, so I'll still get to hang out, right? I think that'll work for me. I like that. I'm okay with this plan. What are we gonna listen to now? No. Should we put some country music on? I could put country music on because I live in Tennessee now. So you guys can complain all you want. I'm gonna ignore you because I can do what I want. Because country music is fun too. Sorry. Love some country. You're in Florida though. You could like some country music in Florida. Right? Maybe, I think. So get time zones and all that. I don't know time zone things. If you're live and I see you're live, I'll try and come in and say hi to people, you know, like if I'm awake, that is. Should be live until like 3 p.m. at the earliest, so maybe you'll be awake by then. I think so. I think. Maybe. If you're whiter, you would like the country music. That's understandable too. Weirdly enough, when we first moved here, we went to this bar in Nashville and there was like all this live music and everyone was playing country music and I was like, you know, I don't hate this stuff. Though I like the country music that's like really over the top and gay, not the like, oh my god, I love my wife and 3 kids and my neighbor church and stuff like that stuff. I mean, like there is that kind of country music, but that's not the stuff that I listen to, you know. Do you have song requests? I don't have it turned on or anything, but I have stuff up so I can just add stuff if anyone has requests. Gay country music is gay, yes. I mean, I think there is some of that on this playlist right here, but it's mostly just girls singing, apart from this one. This one. No gay, but gay, you know. Yeah, that one. Like the gay ones, you know, those ones. There was a little fruity and I like it. So usual yoga time, which is when I'm normally in the stream, right? So it works. It's allowed. Okay, I think because this is stairs, I want to have like those frames that go down. Like one here, one there, one there. And then maybe a window somewhere too. Come on, gay. There you go. Allie, I love it. Allie's like, I'm going to bed now. Okay, wait, maybe in a minute. I will, promise. I think a little frame like that. And I found something really cute to put. I want something that comes in a set because I want to have it like going down the stairs, obviously. But it also has to match this style. What is gay? Probably this. You know, if someone asks, you're more than welcome to just point to the screen. Like to me, if you would like. If you would like. You're more than welcome to. Maybe flowers. I don't know if I want flowers either. I feel like I'm not going to be able to find anything that works with like a tropical style. That would be a small frame. Blizzard speed bumps when people don't use their blinkers. I love how the Americans do call them blinkers. I think it's a really cute name. But yes, exactly. Please let people know that you are turning. Enjoy the speed bumps though. That's me pretending I want a speed bump. Or at least driving over a speed bump. That. Oh, and Yin. Yes, you can point to Yin too. If you'd like. I don't want to put here. I wanted to have vertical ones, but I realized there might not be that many choices for me. I don't want people's faces because this is not someone's home. This is like a rental place, right? How would it look if I did plants like this? Like if I did like that maybe, right? And it was plants. What are you renting? Well, this isn't someone's home. This is a resort, right? So I didn't want people's faces on display, you know. Yin is a speed bump. Yin could be a speed bump. Yin, are you a speed bump? Not anymore. You got your pavement smoothed out. He's such a good boy. He got it smoothed out for everyone. So considerate. Really. Also, hi, Wolf Dad. There's no display, it's free advertising. I mean, will it get people to rent the place, Wolf Dad? See, I kind of like it like that, but I feel like that might be more cabin style than tropical beach style, right? It's not like they're palm trees. These are... But they're still foliage, right? Nah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out, if I can. Okay, what I want to do here is... I'm going to make a very small toilet. Not a proper bathroom, but just a toilet. Now, what is that? That is not what I pressed. Just a little toilet, because we're going to have a separate one that's going to be a proper bathroom, but it would be wise to have a bathroom in the kitchen/dining area. So it literally is just going to be a door that leads into a toilet, right? That's going to be it. Right? I wonder if I could even fit a door here. What's the steep ass staircase? This is the thing that you definitely don't walk up when you are drinking, okay? Try not to. Okay, I think I'm already done with the country music. It was too much for me for like 3 minutes. It was a lot. It was something. It was a thing. It was a thing. You know, building vacation rental that Mocha will use. No, this is for, well, this is, I mean, anyone could use this, right? What kind of island resort has no bar? I mean, it could be a bar. There could be a bar somewhere. Do you like foreign musics? Alexa, I mean, I don't mind like Spanish stuff because I know like the bare minimum of Spanish, but it's usually the beat that matters more. Most of the time, I'm not listening to the lyrics anyway, right? Be in the cool, expensive rental with infinite pool and smoke bar. You could just be here. Mine's fun too. Wow, not you like booking the place next door. Mine's nice. Haters. You don't want to be anywhere nice. I could fit a toilet in here, couldn't I? See? Just a tiny little toilet right there. Yeah. But what about Russian although the enemy? I don't really know it. Wait. I was supposed to say I don't really know Russians, but the original artists for this tattoo, they were Russian, right? I mean, I wouldn't know what they're saying in the slightest, so... If you have any good recommendations, I'll happily give them a go. I'm going to put that like that, because I think I want to put the Gandhi themes in there, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna try search that for you. No idea what the song would be, but I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna have a look for you. I'm looking. Okay, I'll add it to the queue, so it'll play after this one. Wait, where's the queue button? There it is. Why is it the third option? Why wouldn't it be the top option? Look hard. I was looking really hard. I can't copy from that thing. Oh, wait, I could have. It's on my same PC. God damn it. I could have just copied that. I typed that. I tried typing that out. I realized it's on the same PC. I could have just copied it into the thing and just not have to. I'm so silly. I've added it. It'll play after this one. I won't have any clue what it says, but maybe it sounds like a bop. And that's all that matters. Oh, that's not the same. Actually, no, it's fine. I'm going to put the Gandhi beams, is what I call them. The Scandinavian strips. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? I don't know what they're called to search for them either. They're somewhere on here. Oh, they're not in this category. They're considered decorations. They're wall decor, aren't they? They're not structural elements. They're wall decor. Apparently. Okay. What I wanted to do was... That's not going to work because I made that too high. There you go. Like that. Okay. Like that. There we go. Because it's an under-stair space that isn't obviously going to be used, but I still managed to put a toilet in there. Okay, your song should be on now. I think this is it, right? I have no clue what it says, but we're gonna dance along. Royal Robert and setting up a trap house for people, basically a Southern style rap, but in a Russian version of Gucci Mane. So it's a Russian rap music. I don't think I've ever heard some. Well, actually, no. You would listen to it on your stream, right, Alexa? I've seen a few on your stream, so I would have heard those ones. That's cute. Gives a tropical flow because it doesn't block the breeze or anything, but it also stops you from falling off and, you know, dying, because that wouldn't be very good for my rental prices. So, and then yeah, I was gonna put a little toilet here or something because it's gonna be a kitchen, but I think I'm gonna turn one of these cabins into a proper bathroom. It's gonna have a nice shower. It's gonna have sinks, toilets, single toilet maybe, and a bath, right? But I think having a toilet for emergencies, you wouldn't want to just have one toilet across the whole thing. You can't use it because someone's having a bath. Wouldn't be ideal. Okay. I'll come back to that in a minute. Could be sold as a haunted house experience after for double the money. That is true. Come stay at this gorgeous beach resort and embrace the ghosts, right? It's still gorgeous. It's still on the beach. It's still amazing. But also at nighttime, you're going to get haunted, right? There's going to be someone trying to possess your body and borrow you for a minute because they want to go to the grocery store. It's fine, you know? I could see the appeal, actually. I could see this. House Pepper Halloween theme. I actually like this band. Plus, they added in all of the Scooby-Doo stuff. So there's already ghosts and kind of scary stuff in it. I like this. If anyone wants a Ghastly, speaking of ghosts, there is one in the chat. If anyone would want it, feel free to grab it. I'm looking at the wrong tab again. So Alexa, out of all the things that they said, did you get most of those for the words that they said? To me, all I heard was the beat and people speaking, but not knowing anything that they said, right? You could make an episode for Scooby-Doo Spooky. I could. I mean, they added so much Scooby-Doo stuff, including the intros for the Scooby-Doo on the TVs. So you kind of could make a proper Scooby-Doo episode, right? Like 10%, you know? That's better than no percent, like me. Have you ever played City Skylines? I have played a lot of City Skylines. Mocha and I used to be obsessed with City Skylines. Play it a lot, kind of obsessed. Huge fan, but not of the second game, unfortunately. They did the Sims thing where they re-released the game, but took out all of the DLC that they added in the first game so that they could just repackage it and sell it to you again the second time around. I didn't like that. That didn't sit well with me, unfortunately. I may have to lower this even further because I want the counters to be here. This one wasn't Gandhi's build, so that one was, so I can't touch that one. That one over there was. I might make it so this comes down even further. because I want to be able to put these so that the top of that lines up with this. So I need to take that down quite a bit, I think. Developers lazy, they do. They give it to you in the first game, and in the second game where they could package it together, they decided they didn't. A lot of hours in CS1 and 2, yes. Super 2 has taken the lead with 1,720 hours, for sure. I played a lot this one too. Never played it, but used to watch a lot of it. When I first met Mocha, I got him into watching City Skylines videos on YouTube. So he used to watch a lot of those too, because I would bully him into watching them. Oh, I need to make the hole here. Land holes. There we go. Because what I want to do is, I want that to there. So I'm going to need to ignore the ginormous hole here right now. I'm going to have to fill this in a second. Okay. I'm going to need to bring this down. What is that? At least one more block, I think, or maybe two. Like this. I want it to be sunken because I want you to be able to stand in the kitchen and still be able to look out the window. Like this. Okay, so if I place the floor here, let me try put this here. Okay, that works. Perfect. Okay, that's the height that I need it to be. There we go. It didn't go down that much more. I just had to make sure that it was correct. Okay, then if I resize this, I can bring this down to there. Like, good enough. It's fine. And I could put like a little step here. I don't even need to put a step here. I could just remove one of these, right? Like that. Simple. Then you can get up to this there. And then you can get to this here. I might bring that in by one and put a barrier here or something. It looks like it could be a good time. I like the building stuff, but I just know I'll play any game for a week and go back to Tarkov. That's totally understandable too, right? I mean, you can have a game that you play for the most part, and then play other games on the side just to take a break for, and then come back and forth again, right? I mean, we play this every Friday now, but I do only play it on Fridays too. Like, I save myself for Friday, so I've got all of my creative juices ready for the Friday stream, right? But I like, because you can be as creative as you want. Like, I mean, I design, aside from Ganny's initial cubes that he put in, I had to come up with a design for the build, right, to make it work. But like you and Mocha, the only divas who understand me. Sometimes I feel like Andrea Barber from Full House. Dolly, I'm always going to agree with you, Dolly. Even if I don't know who you're talking about, I'm always going to agree with you. But I'm glad that we can understand you, Dolly. We're always here for you, Dolly. Always here for you. How are you doing? Happy Friday. I hope that your day is going splendid. I don't know what style I want to use here. What door handles I'm using? These ones. Okay, let me copy that style. Works. That works. Oh, no, that doesn't. That does not work. Light wenge. I think I want the top to be lighter. Like that. Like that. There we go. Repeat the rules of the pools. I said pools. The rules for the challenge again, as in, do you remember? So the rules specifically for the Gandhi challenges when he does them is, for example, this cube here was his cube, right? You can't remove the walls, including the floor and the ceiling. So the cube has to stay existing within your final build. You can add doors, windows, etc., right? But the reason the ceiling was so low and then the floor was here, like it's a lot smaller than the other ones that I'd done, is because the rules say I can't remove this roof. So that's all the rules really were for him, is just don't change the initial cube that he had made. So you can do anything else everywhere else, just the cubes that he's put in, you can't touch. You can add windows and doors and wallpapering or whatever, but you can't just remove a whole wall and be like, it's something else, you know? Though I'm sure, you know, there are some exceptions with Windows and stuff. Because he says it on stream, like he starts screaming at us. He's like, no, you have to make sure you don't just put just Windows in. It can't just be just Windows and say that's correct. I'm like, fine. Okay. We must. That's rude. I just wanted to put an edge piece in. There we go. Like tiny little kitchen situation, right? It doesn't need to be massive. Oh, he's listening. Ganny's listening. But yes, as Ganny says, you can't just replace the whole wall with windows and say it's a wall because it's not. It's just window, isn't it? So I've learned. I know how to do it. Is that the correct set? Oven. Show me your ovens. I want that one, right? Yes. I'm going to say yes. There we go. There's the oven that I need for my cabbage. Cute. Your stuff will be fine. Yes. Totally not doing it right now. Definitely not. Don't tell Gandhi. Don't let it go to his head. Bit of whining with Gandhi. It's funny because people don't listen to the rules unless he says it. So, and then you've got Tom, who's like, I want you to go back to doing just houses, like full houses, because he doesn't want to do the house stuff. He just wants to do the decorating parts. So I like the freedom of doing the full house and the decorating part. But that's because I like the creative freedom. If Gandhi builds a house and I have to build within the house, like those constraints, then I'm just decorating a house that's in his style, you know. Finding a resolution to amend the rules to be more reasonable. Which rule are you changing? Or hoping to change? I think I am going to bring this forward a little bit. Because I want to put a railing there, but I still need to be able to walk past to get to this toilet here. Can I get a... Oh, wait, I can just lower it into the ground. I was like, can I get a small fence to go in here? I can place it and I could just hide it in the ground anyway. It does not need to be that large, right? It's gonna look a bit strange, but I don't want it to be above that. That would look really strange to me. It's just I mean, you would still bump into that and fall over and hurt yourself, but that's not my problem. More reasonable is wild. Just don't delete the walls, floor, or ceiling. How much more do you want? Right. I think it's fairly reasonable and okay. I mean, I make do, I guess, right? Okay, I realize I need to do my window thing here. I need my windows. Okay. I'm being lazy by... Oh, wrong button. If I do it this way... I had to repaint them each time. Put the snapping on. So that moves back into the correct place. There we go. There we go. Right? No. It's too far. There we go. Okay. I don't want to make that clipping thing. Again, it's a challenge, and I like a challenge. I'm okay with this. Like, the way that I've designed the rooms, it wouldn't have been a challenge otherwise. So, I can't see where I'm placing. You know, having to... Why is that moving? I think that's fine. Having to work around the restraint from that one and this one, it works to me, you know. So I pug faster in your arm, so I'm blind and gasping for air at the moment. Totally valid. Totally understandable. Have fun with that. Was it Hermes? Make the cubes real cute. I'm sure that you will. Oh, what is that? Excuse you. Ah. That's going to get covered up anyway. What am I doing? move this into there. Resize. I know what I'm doing. See? I don't like that it's slightly clips on this side. That's my issue. No. There you go. If you push it enough so it's not perfectly level, you don't have to worry about the clipping. It's clippings because they're both in the exact same pixel. And then it clips. There we go. Did I just same up here? No, I forgot that one. Of course I did. 3 cubes in the future and we are good. Why 3? Make a cube for each pug. How's that? I love how I placed that and my hand moved, so I moved it. Now, hold on. There we go. Thank you. Don't be rude. No. I needed to warn me. I need to be like, you know the thing's still on, right? You know you're not clipping, right? I mean,
Anaki just raided.
Emma.
Best behavior
My
everyone.
friends are my power.
that's what I get for being too focused. I wasn't paying attention. Vanaki, hi, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? What were you doing? Tell me everything right now. This music is really intense. I'm so sorry. Hi, Matt Maple. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you for your daily rickle. I appreciate you. It's so intense right now. We listened to like country music and it kept changing. It kept changing. Permanent I thought it said username. Permanent user main. Great name. Love that. Welcome in. How are you doing? Vanaki, welcome in. What were you doing? What are you playing today? Oh, thank you for the nose job. I appreciate it. We played some random games. I like random games. What was your favorite random game that you played today? Any that I may have played? With the demos? Sometimes that happens too. Thank you for the nose job. This is my real face. Matt, you'll find a lost item of great value in a place that you've already checked. Interesting. Was running a cat shop owner. Oh, he was running the cat shop owner that had to put things together and tidy up. He did not do well. I didn't tidy well. So he was playing as the owner of the cat shop. And the cats, I would assume, trashed the place and they would have to fix it all the time, right? What's the last game we played? I forgot. It's like, yeah, Matt, what were we playing again? Tell me right now. Organized Inside. Was that the name of the game? Ooh. Or is that what you had to do? Because we like organizing things. Cats are kind of cute, especially if they're trashing the place and you're trying to pick up after. That was the name of the game. Oh, gotcha. It was a pack and unpacking games. I like that. I played unpacking. I watched Gandhi play unpacking. Those games are pretty good. Also, I love how the ad break happens to play right now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If you're stuck in the ads, I apologize. But if you're stuck in the ads, you can't hear me apologizing, which makes it even worse. But I apologize. There's a Pokemon chat if anybody wants it. Wild Sean, thank you for getting your daily rickle. I appreciate you. I like packing, unpacking games. Those are cute, especially when it's like pixel art style. I like that a lot too, because those are very cute and adorable. But yes, if you're in ads, yes. Plebs, that's definitely what yeah, exactly, Matt. That's what I said. Yes. That's exactly what I said. Don't know if anyone can hear me, but welcome in. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that your stream was amazing. If you need to de-stream, please go stretch your legs. Go get some water. Go do whatever people do things after stream things. We're currently playing some House Flipper right now. I am working on my Gandhi challenge because I'm obsessed with doing these Gandhi challenges because it gives me a lot of fun things to work on. So I think this is going to be... No, I'm lying. We've only got 2 hours left and I've still got many rooms to do. This will be close to finished as long as it's done in time for, Gandhi stream. when he does it. Either way, we're getting somewhere, and I think it's looking cute, and we're vibing out to some music, and the playlist keeps changing because I can't keep up with what it keeps trying to show me. So that's why it was very wild when you came in. But we're going to jump into the game. But like I said, please go get water, go stretch your legs, go do what you got to do. We're currently making this place look cute, and I'm really excited for it because I think it's going out really nicely. Really cute. Oh, also, before I forget, let me drop you a follow. There we go. Like how you click it, it takes ages to load. Let me drop you a follow so hopefully I can catch one of future streams. But yes, go lurk, go do some after stream things. I appreciate you again. Always a pleasure to meet you. I assume that you were a friend of Matt's. I would assume. So I'm sure you're in great company. But I appreciate you. Thank you. I've been working on putting these panels in, and they're a pain because every time I try and place them, I have to readjust them. But if I don't do it this way, I then have to repaint them, and I don't know what's more time consuming. So I think this is the lesser of two evils, doing it this way, and then just have to readjust them when I place them. I gotta close my eye like it makes it any easier for me to see if I'm lining that up. Oh, see, that one's screwed up completely. I don't even know what that's attached to. Friend, yeah. We like friends. Okay, good. Unless that's sarcasm and you secretly hate him. That's okay, too. Perfectly okay, too. We'll allow that. I don't judge here. Okay, maybe I do. Just a little. Ah, okay. Speaking of judging, Z, have you got your, Did you get your quote yet? What fishing rod? I don't want the fishing rod. I want the placey button thing. I need a placey button thing. There we go. See? It takes time, but I think it would have taken me a lot longer to paint each individual side to it. I didn't expect this song. Didn't expect this. Get rid of that. That doesn't need to be there. Perfect. Oh, I still did it this side. Never mind then. Never mind. But seriously, I didn't realize you were off the pod. Hi, Findle. Hi, welcome in. I saw that you were on because I was getting ready to join Gandhi, Ilfa, and Berry for their house super earlier, and I wanted to check in and see how you were doing. How was the rest of your stream? Did you have fun, Findle? Zimini, thank you for your daily rickle. I appreciate you also. Zimini, what are you up to today? Okay, look, I think that works. I think this works for me. Oh, it's gonna take so long. Every single time I do a window, I have to do that. It's gonna take me so long.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man.
Now I am become death,
Hi, Shotgun.
the destroyer of worlds.
Well, I feel like I should just do these ones because I'm gonna have to make custom ones either way, right? Choco, hey, welcome in. How are you doing? So let's thank you for joining in, even though I speak mostly German. You know what? The best thing about it was I was doing my dailies on Heartopia earlier, and listening to you stream, knowing that I couldn't understand a word that you were saying, was nice because I was listening, but I wasn't being distracted, if that makes sense, right? You know when you listen to someone who's speaking your language and you constantly keep getting distracted because you hear what they're saying, you want to keep responding. Instead, I was listening and I was just nodding along. I was like, that sounded like a word in English. And I'd be like, I look over and I was like, oh, you're looking at a lamp. That makes sense, right? It was so much fun for me. I loved that, honestly. Absolutely loved it. Choco, thank you for your daily fortune. Daily fortune? What? Daily Rickle, your fortune says, a stroll is coming. Try not to spill your tea when it arrives. Love to. Spend the day filling out paperwork for your new doctor because your old one retired. Oh, how did that go? Doctors? Not a fan. I watched a film called Rushmore earlier today. It was an alright experience. Any relation to The Mountain? Maybe. So happy to meet so many cool people with the partner program of House People. Love the diversity. I love it because I get to go into all of these streams watching people play games that I already play, right? Same cozy games. And I can steal people's ideas. I can steal people's ideas and I can do it on my stream, but like, this is my idea, okay? I did not watch Ilfa do this earlier today, you know? It's fun. and I get to meet so many awesome people. Though I think we as flesh tubers, we might be slightly outnumbered by the PNG tubers, which is okay too. It's okay too. But it's cute to see so many different people, all with a passion for building houses, you know. You know, kid who tries to hook up with a teacher twice his age. That makes no sense whatsoever, Choco. I don't understand that. Not about the mountain, I see. Always watch documentaries for background noise when I had to learn for university. Right. I mean, a lot of people, they watch like streams when they're studying too. But like I said, if I'm watching someone who is speaking in English, I'm going to get too distracted, right? I'm going to constantly be like, what did you say? Types in the chat, responds kind of thing, you know? And then I'll never get anything done, right? So thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Oh. I need to make these one larger on this. No, wrong button. God damn. I'm clearly not paying very much attention. I'm making it cute, I promise. There's too many buttons too, look at that. What did I just press? Not the right thing yet again. Maybe Wes Anderson, who did Grand Budapest Hotel, stop motion film, Fantastic Mr. Fox is alright, but far from his best work. Understandable, right? I mean, you might not enjoy every movie that you watch or from someone that you do like, because they're going to be different styles each time, right? You know? I was surprised when I joined there were so many queer and diverse streamers who love that. I also noticed the same too. Definitely not complaining, right? It's nice to have something in common with everyone. Something to talk about, even when you're not streaming, right? It's quite lovely. Always nice to see everybody getting on. Oh, did I screw that up? Did I not move the bottom one? I don't know. I had spicy food on my food. I had spicy sauce on my food. I know. Why is that one? Oh, is this one out too far? The fact that my brain is not braining, I'm like, what did I just screw up there? That one came out too far, that's why. Okay. Just look at the difference, right? Just look at the difference with this, right? With that window frame compared to the default one. I just think that looks so much nicer. You know, it's framed properly, you know? Also made in 1998, which is an odd time. It's the third film, I believe, so he hasn't found a style that he is famous for. That would also make sense, because he's probably toying around with multiple different things to see what style was his, right? Also understandable. At least he found it now, right? Right? I think. I assume. Here's a love mode. Have a great stream. Of course. Thank you for being here. It's always a pleasure to see you. But please take care of yourself. No. Stop that. Okay. I don't know why I kept doing that. I didn't like that at all. Okay, I'm just going to place them and fidget around with them. Whatever. Oh, okay. Move. These are the right size, so I just know I got to move them. That's my main concern here. I think it was 2001 when you nailed the style for every film since it's been the same style. What was in 2001? That's the move. What was in 2001? That was the one that came out that was his style. How was that? Oh. My brain, I'm looking at it, I was like, I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. There we go, okay. What was the one that came out in 2001 that was the pivotal moment? It was like, that's it, that's my style. Every movie will look the same now. Okay, perfect. I did it, finally. The Royal Tenenbaums. I feel like I've heard of that, but I don't know what that one is. Sounds like it would be good. You put it out of dogs wanted to see it so bad, and yet it just sits there. You need to just watch it. Maybe tell yourself, like, I'm going to sit down and going to watch it right now. This is the second time we've heard this song, but a different version of this song. It's fine. I've not heard of Isle of Dogs or the Royal Tenenbaums. Should I watch them? Gene Hackman. I definitely know who that person is. That name definitely rings a bell. I definitely know some things. Right? I think I'm going to put a bench here. Like a cute little bench situation. Right here. That would be like the... It's a fence to stop you falling over it, but it's also something to lean upon. And then I could put like a really cute little cushion along that. I think that could be really cute. Right? Just a little bench here. Also a pillow, and I can never tell if it's pillows or cushions. It is pillows. So I could do like a... That one's quite large. That one's quite small. But at least I can make it bigger. Right, put a little... And then maybe I could put like a little table or something just here. And then this is where you could shuffle under and eat at on this side. Could maybe work. So a very small space. If you want to eat here anyway, it's not going to be ideal. It's not going to be a big space to work with. So this is Royal Tenenbaums. The Tenenbaums are a childhood family of former child prodigies. Okay. So they're smart, I guess, right? Not the best of times while their alien father summons them, or they find themselves under one roof. Okay. So that wait, they're the children of, or the whole family is. They're all genius. I don't know. Whatever. I haven't seen it, so I guess I'll have to watch. Isle of Dogs, the mayor of Megasaki, orders all the dogs to be quarantined on an island of the outbreak of canine flu. Young boy arrives on the isle to search for his dog with the help of a few exiled mongrels. Oh, it's actually about dogs. For some reason, I was expecting it to be some kind of mafia thing. Not sure why. I feel like I've not seen any of these movies, so none of them ring a bell, and I'm like, I clearly know what that is, right? I think a little bench seating here, and then like a table there, and then I could put 2 chairs tucked in. It's also animated. Then I may have not seen it, but I think it's on Disney. I think I've seen it. I think I've seen the cover for it. I've never watched it, but I've seen the thing for it. It rings a bell of some kind. Okay, I'm looking for a table. Like a dining table. Might be better if I look in dining table. Just a little something so that you can sit at. Oh, I think I said little. Pretty sure I said little. Maybe not that one. It's on Disney. That would make sense, yeah. I think I've seen it. You may have. Aha! That works better because it looks like this. Let me try to copy and paste it over. It didn't do anything. There we go. Because that way you can sit here, pretend that there is enough room to squeeze in, and then I can put 2 chairs there. Because then you got 2 here, and then you can have 2 which you can tuck in when you're walking around still. I think I'd rather bring that to the end. I think I would rather do that. I think that would look better, actually. I think that would look better like that, right? Did the bench sitting like that? Okay, that would probably be better. It'd be weird to kind of sit right up into that corner where there's no table, right? It wouldn't make any sense. There's a Pokemon in chat if you want to bargain. There is one in the chat. You want it. Last night you started, you haven't finished a film called The Aviator, a biopic about Howard Hughes, who was an aviator turned film director from the 30s and 40s. I feel like there's a common theme in the stuff that you seem to watch. I feel like there might be. Kind of like me, how I like horror movies and sci-fi stuff. I feel like everything I always watch seems to be something along those lines, right? I'm about to waste my time again, and I keep forgetting I could just come up here and copy it. I'm going to resize this. I wanted it to look more like a bamboo mat. But I really like this fabric. If I did that, I guess that could work. Got a more grippy texture so that you wouldn't slip when you step over it, right? Okay, move this here. This one is not lined up perfectly. And then I could put two little chairs under there, and then this will be the dining table, you know. Martin Scorsese film, which is how you found out about it. So on IMDb page. I thought it was IMBD. I don't know. No clue. I've seen that on Netflix homepage. I was like, yeah, I'll watch that. So you were halfway through it. What do you think of it so far? Give me some chairs, please. Something light and airy. I'm trying to keep it on brand. The style's got to match. Wait, something like that, right? Nice. Because everything that doesn't block, see, because you're gonna have the door open, the wind's gonna be blowing through, right? So this here, there's space in it, spaces here, space here, space here. It just allows the breeze to pass through so that you can enjoy the nice breeze, because it's already gonna be very warm. It's not gonna be very nice. But I think this way it would just make it a little bit more tolerable for you. Might need to put like a ceiling fan with like a light in. I wonder if I could put a light in it, like directly underneath. I want it to be a little bit more centered to the kitchen and not just the middle of the room. No. I think that's lined up with the table. There you go, my better. 3.5 hour, oh, it's nearly a 3-hour film, which is why it's split over 2 nights. Gotcha, that's fine. Excellent job of portraying the Hollywood in the 20s. Stars Leonardo DiCaprio as Howard Hughes. None of it rings a bell. I apologize. I'm sure it's good. Just can't say I've seen it. Okay, I like this. I think this is a good, interesting layout. Different heights, different levels. Definitely some very steep stairs here. I want to put a light above. Maybe I could put something just kind of in that. Just hanging out. I mean, that's going to be huge. That would never fit in here, right? Even if I wish to put it underneath. I need just like a little light. I could put something like that. No, is there a smaller one? That's going to block the effectiveness of the ceiling fan, right? I need something that's smaller. I could do that one. I think that one would work. So if I was to put that like here, turn it on, and then shimmy it, line that up. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Try line that up nicely. I could see that working, kind of. It's fine. I want a ceiling fan with a light, you know. Did a really good job playing the crazy Hughes. Is it method acting? Maybe he was crazy, right? Often forgotten even by the Scorsese fans when it came out. Just after the Gangs of New York, so people were already talking about that, and then when it came out with The Departed, which is what he got the Oscar for, is The Forgotten Middle Child. I see. Without getting into spoilers, the first sort of 15 minutes really established him as an eccentric nut job. It's not my kind of movie. I like crazy. Crazy's more fun, you know. Nobody wants to be boring. Just be a little crazy. Have fun with it, right? I think these would look nice if they're like a very pale blue. Like a very pale blue. If I want to be perfect, maybe they'll be better if they're like slightly off-centered like that. Might be a little bit better. I could put something cute in the middle. Yeah, no, I like crazy. Crazy's good, right? It's good for acting, right? You can't be out here not being crazy if you're going to be acting like a different person. I mean, that's literally what schizophrenia is, right? It's what acting would be. Being a different person, having two personalities. I could put a fruit bowl in. Fruit bowl would be cute. But no. Give reference at the time Howard Hughes was alive from 1905 to 1976. That means a lot to me. I guess that was a real person then, not made up for the movie. Not like I would know. I don't know anything. Well, hi, Guncall. Welcome back. How's work going? I'm currently making a kitchen of some kind with kitchen things in it. It's coming out okay. How are you doing? Do you have fun at work? Do you have a good time? You better have. I need some kitchen things. I'm trying to not put it too much mod stuff. There are coconut drinks in this now. Well, now, coconut drinks. I could have used this earlier. Coconut drinks, because we're like in a tropical place. Isn't that fun? Too many crazy as much as the obsessive OCD type guy. That's also understandable too. It's all right. Nice to have a few hours away from a conference to do the work you create for yourself. At least you're able to do the work that you create for yourself, right? That's always good. And then you get in trouble for not getting the work done that you create for yourself. Looking forward to the weekend, though. Anything fun going on? Maybe we can have some nice watermelon, because watermelon's always refreshing, especially on a hot day, right? One tiny piece of watermelon. A stream and a massage. Is it happening at the same time? Like on-stream massage? Because I'm listening. No? Well, okay. Not interested. Not interested then. There is a travel mug. I thought it looked like a candle. Back in your pants? Wow, you hate us. And now you'd have one of those. Right. A massage or a stream. Both. When you were in Italy last year, went to a water park that had a bar inside of a cave, served drinks from a coconut, but you couldn't get anything because it was no alcohol-free option. You couldn't just ask for an empty coconut or just the coconut with coconut milk or something? That seems kind of rude, doesn't it? Go with that. Go with that. Taking a break to hunt my monsters and nap. Sleep soon. But I did a bit in the cube challenge already. I'm glad to hear that. Do you need me to scream just 10 minutes left at you constantly until it's done? Or are you okay for now? Because either one is okay too. I'm glad that you're having fun with it. I'm going to put a red bit in. Because who doesn't want nice breads? Ilfra, I appreciate being here. It was fun playing with you earlier today, but yes, please make sure that you're taking care of yourself and you're getting lots of sleep. Is that big? That's tiny. We'll do that. Okay. Please don't trust me like that. Plus, your eyes need to rest from what you did. That's also understandable. You should definitely get some space from a screen and let your eyes relax, right? Could have just got wasted, or just get wasted too, yeah. They didn't have the orange juice for anything. It was all cocktails. I guess, you know, places like that, they're only really prepared for people who are drinking, right? Designing folders for Coca-Cola again. My eyes need a big break. Too much red. Yeah, the red is a lot. Maybe go get some blue light and relax yourself a little, right? Help you unwind a little. I like how type of I want the big knives. Maybe not a chef knife, but... You know what? Let's have a chef knife. Why not? Who's going to tell me no? Do I have, like, tomato? I do have a tomato. Tomato. Pretty sure you can drink it like 3 years old in Italy. I'm sure, I think Italy and France have some lowered limits because drinking wine with food is the norm, right? Is what I've heard, or at least I've seen, right? Wine with dinner is just the default, right? Okay. This is coming up nicely. I am thinking of foliage, maybe like a plant here, or maybe some plants here. I need to fix that. That's going to drive me nuts. Oh, not that. There we go. Is there a question chat? Come on, join if you'd like to enter. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. The song is a vibe, so I'm getting the name and or Spotify link. This is, it's called Boy Crazy. It's by Kesha. I can get the link too. I can put it in the chat. There you go. If you would like to check it out, that is the Spotify link. It's a good song. I like Kesha. Some of the new stuff I liked. Some of the other stuff is like, he was alright. But I liked most of it. I want to put... What other plants do I have? I want to try and make sure I'm using similar plants. I don't have any hanging plants yet, but also... I don't know if I should put any hanging plants in. Has some old Kesha. I do like the old Kesha. Should we listen to some old Kesha? And just start with the top. I do like Kesha. I used to have, this was one of the other albums I used to have on my Xbox, you know. I believe I'm the oldest in our collab still. I was like, how can I be the oldest? But also the smallest and the cutest. Make it make sense. It's kind of confusing, isn't it? Much confusion. Gonna be 35 this year, but not a day over 25. Or at least you don't look a day over 25, right? What if I did wall plants like here? I don't want it to go tacky. I want it to be elegant. I still want it to be, oh wait, I could do hanging plants. That could be cute. I still want it to be elegant. I still want it to feel tropical and stuff, you know? What if I did it following this? Ooh. Like some small ones, just like at different heights. Like this. And then have them at different heights with little plants in. You know. When a song came out, I was still a teen and boyfriend back then condemned you for liking Kesha. Don't they be like, you can't listen to Kesha. Excuse you. Kesha was iconic. Still is. I don't think it should be that low. I could do it like that and have some really cute little hanging plants coming out of it, right? There's a Pokemon in the chat. When there's a cute Pokemon, feel free to grab that. I don't want to use concrete. Don't know if I want to use a wood either. Let's use the lighter ones. I think the lighter one would work. And then I want to use chrome because I've been using chrome everywhere else. If I did the lighter ones. Are these lined up? I don't think these are lined up. Put them on the dots. Thank you, Rick. Yeah, see, look, you weren't even lined up. Look at that. See? Nose are too close. That needs to go there. When I'm a goth, pretty goth boyfriend didn't like that. Also likes normie music. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's more of a how dare you revert back to the good side or whatever. I understand. I grew up with a lot of chavs that liked the normie music, but then because I also was initially in the Outcast group, I grew up with the goth music, the emo music, so I always liked both. So I'd always listen to both. But when those friends circles kind of mixed, and I was like, do you like my music? And it's just me with my goth friends listen to Kesha, and it's me with my chav friends listen to My Chemical Romance, and I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, My Chemical Romance, you know? You know, I mean, like, it's great music. Listen to it, right? Didn't like the main music. He had a mix of screamy meto and electro. I don't know why I tried to make that one genre. But yes, you can listen to more than one style of music, right? That's the whole point of music. If you like the sound, you like the sound, right? That's really all it's got to be. You know. What if I did... Oh, that's kind of... I need to change my underpants. That's kind of great. What if I do here? Oh! Oh! Now I like that. Oh, I'm flying. I like that. It's like a little bit of privacy. And high school was mostly alternative indie rock, then I expanded my listening more towards the end of high school. Was it other people's influence? Like people like, oh, check out this artist, and you listen to it like, I like this. And then you add it to your repertoire and you would listen to it. Come to TwitchCon EU and take Gandhi with you. I guess we'll all have to fly over so that we can see Ilfa, right? And Barry, if Barry's going too. We'll all have to go. Road trip. In a plane. Your mum liked rock, metal, and was open to a lot of other pieces too. See, my mother liked a lot of the current pop music. She loved Adele and stuff. And then my dad liked the rock music. So I had a little bit of both too. Hope Barry goes again. What if we ask nicely? Yes, a road trip. I mean, I feel like it might be a road trip for most people in Europe because you can just drive to it, right? Apparently, Eric Dane, brackets, actor, passed away the other day recording an interview with Netflix before his death is going live posthumously. It's part of Netflix thing with famous last words where they'd interview with celebrities that and release only after their death. I don't know if you're going to shade me for not knowing who Eric Dane is in the slightest, but I do find it interesting that the second someone dies, every single streaming service has a video prepared for it. You know, if that makes sense. Like, as soon as Catherine O'Hara died, all of these streaming services had a video dedicated to all the work that she'd done. And I was like, that can't be something you just whipped up overnight. You must have had that pre-made a while ago just in case, right? Most of your closer friend group are like Paramore, Flyleaf, My Chemical Romance, things like that. Right, I feel like a lot of us like the same stuff. They literally make them in advance. That's my point, right? So I'm like, how ahead of time are they making these? Because there'll be a time when they're no longer relevant. They would have to update it to add in new shows, movies, music, whoever it is, right? Wonders who watches this old house. Who does watch this old house, Mr. Dragon? Grey's Anatomy and Euphoria star. I haven't watched either of those, unfortunately. My dad likes 60s. It's the music he grew up with, and he can't really handle my stuff or what my mum listens to. But but he suffers through it. I think that's like true love, right? Listen to, you know, anyone's music and just getting on with it, enjoying it. No, so we never know who these people are. I mentioned where they're from, which I also have no idea where it's from. But from this show, this movie, and we're like, you know, hi, Butter, welcome in. It's not a new haircut. It's just me being lazy today. Normally, I backcomb my hair and I have it up. Today, because I showered and got ready for House Flipper with Gandhi Ilfa and Berry earlier, I didn't do my hair. I just left it down. Netflix interviews pre-made and then only release them after they die. Well, that was that specific example. I was thinking more of the documentaries about said person, right? Because every time a celebrity dies, HBO or Netflix, they're like, oh, here is the works of name of celebrity that just died yesterday. And the information is usually pretty recent, right? So I'm like, how often must they make these? And at what age do you plan to make this video about this celebrity, right? When are you getting an inkling they're about to die? So let's make this ahead of time so that when they die, we can release it the day after, right? You know, I don't know. Is that crazy to me? I know. But you didn't know him. He was Sexy Daddy. You'd be very sad. Oh, so I should Google him. Selfish you as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. This is me just, this is that bro Rick. This is me being lazy. Many more sexy dads in the sea. Yes. Your dad is allowed to like 60s. He's actually a boomer, turned 80 2 weeks ago, celebrates that on Sunday. So why you like the 60s too. So I'm reading wrong numbers. And you have it on your Spotify, thinks you're really old. So your Spotify, when you do your recap thing, it's like, we think that you could be between the ages of 30 and 80 because we can't tell specifically by your music taste. I love that. Your dad is 80, your grandmother literally just turned 70. No point in Googling now, he's gone. Stop. So just put like ex-celebrities on their deathbed, quick, make a documentary. But that's my point, right? A lot of these people die suddenly. So when do they get the suspicion that they should start making this documentary? Or does every celebrity already have a documentary that these people have made just in case they die tomorrow? That's my question, right? 13 years away from the youngest of your older siblings. You're making my brain hurt. I'd like to get to 10 years, you should. The man is dead, Mocha. I don't think he's a threat. He's paranoid. Look at him. Spotify said you're 64 or so. You know, that's valid too. That's okay, right? Take it as a compliment. It just means you like a lot of music. Hi, Hong. Hi, welcome in. I'm Paul and Shaw. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Dana's looking for a British married gay artist. Yeah, he could be. You never know. If you're 80, your dad is still quite active, drives well, and is pretty fit on his... Like, he's really good at his photos. Like, text me right now. As he should be. Hi, Matt. Hi, welcome in. How are you? In the case of Eric Dane, he had a disease for a year leading up to his death. So even though it's just mid-50s, they knew he was on his way out. Okay, that would be also different, right? It's just the sudden ones or ones who are in accidents, right? You know, like, how is it they released this the day after the death was announced unless they had already made it? So maybe certain celebrities, they already just have these shows made, right? Youngest brother's 13 years older. Older brother's 15. Sister is 18. So you're the youngest. Interesting. You're going to want to say I love the bench and the hanging plants. Cute. I was just working on this. I was working on a kitchen space that leads up to the living space up here. It's like a reverse living where the sitting room was upstairs, right? So I actually sunk this down quite a bit to have different levels. And then we're going to have like a little toilet here. Just so there's an emergency toilet in case the other one's actually being used by someone who's showering or something. But I still wanted to make it feel open in an area. I don't like things feeling too enclosed, you know? Unemployed middle-aged streamer Gandhi's looking for twinks. I think we're all suspending belief here. I mean, he keeps going to the coffee shop to find one, right? The kids and his sister are now 17, 18. Something. The oldest is 19. Youngest niece is around 10 or so. Big family, lots of nieces, lots of nephews. The fact that you can even remember their ages is wild to me because I have a big family. I don't know how old anyone is. You're not 50. The new middle age is 38, not 50. Architecture is fun. I definitely prefer a kitchen near the front and an elevated seating area away from the foot traffic. So I think the layout is perfect. I think it's nice that it's different, right? It's like everyone's out here roaming around doing their own thing. And then this, even though it's just here, it's a different space, right? Especially if the door's closed, right? Oh, the door's closed. You can sit there. You can just watch people going past and mind their own business, you know? It's kind of cute, right? If you David Attenborough, one's pre-made sitting on the shelf when the time comes. Oh, yeah, no, I mean, that would make sense, right? He's iconic. Youngest by far, you grew up with 3 siblings while being an only child. You have a huge family. Don't know the age of anyone else in the family. I'm the same. I like to just guess when I look at my siblings. I'm like, you're at least, what, 10 years older than me? Something, maybe. That's all I know. I'm not going to question too much. They have much longer to look forward to. You'll be old soon, Gandhi, yeah. Your dad's birthday party is said to have a small one. We're trying to get 15, 17 people. That's just the family, right? David Attenborough is 100 in May. He also kind of looks like he might be 100, so even better you be getting. It's like, when is the inevitable end? He's like, I'm so tired of this, drinking coffee every day. Death is not on your doorstep yet if you put down the Taco Bell. If he puts it down, yes. Okay, I need to put a toilet down. I was distracted. I apologize, guys. I need to put a toilet in here. I just want a toilet here specifically because I'm going to make one of the other cabins into a really nice bathroom. It's going to be very open. It's going to be designed for bath, showers, toilet, etc. It's going to be elegant. But if that's going to be the only other toilet, I need to have an emergency one. So, you know, if someone's showering, you can still use the toilet, right? Wish everyone older than you a happy 30th and everyone younger happy 18th. Valid. I like to say 21st to a lot of people. Most media outlets have systems they can just put famous person name here and it spits out hours of clips categorized and ready for RIP to be superimposed across it. That would be smart too. They probably have a system that they can flag individual clips by the name of the actor or actors in it, so that when they type that person's name in, it just grabs all of those clips. That would be really smart. Everyone under 18 is where you quietly ask their parents. You like elbow them. It's like, what am I celebrating here? You know? They need to walk? Yes, you do. Ali live, not that. Ali went to bed, Gandhi. Ali came into the stream and she said, good night. See you in 19 hours. No, wait. 9 hours. Was it 19 hours? See you in 9 hours when Ali wakes up and is ready for more stream. Imagine if that was the toilet. Someone's just cooking right there and you're sitting there on the toilet. That's why, yeah, Ali was going live at midnight. Yes. You'll be asleep? Well, you should wake up and say happy birthday again. Main thing is that you get a kids of your sister the same roughly every time because they're not far apart, and I always did. I have that with my youngest older brother. I knew them for a long enough time that I know their ages, but I can't remember how long it's been since the last time, so I know the age difference between them, just not how old they are now. Just like an airplane. Oh, yeah, it's like an airplane. I like that. I was just trying to find something that might be, that's a bit better. A little bit smaller. Yeah, a little smaller. You can still sit down on it. There's nowhere to wash your hands. You'd have to wash it over here, right? Chadwick Boseman died. Marvel was able to put out the tribute in a day or two. It's like 5 minutes long and a quick edit of clips from the films and interviews. That makes sense, but, you know, they knew he was sick, right? So they may have... Someone would have had the very morbid job of thinking, just in case he died, let's get this video done, you know? For you did lots of steps at lunch, but you have lots more to do later today. You can do it after dinner. There's no rush, right? Loves rose gold. I do like rose gold. I've got rose gold on my thing here, and then on my watch, my ring too. I think rose gold works really well with my skin tone. If you can call this a skin tone, this is just pale. Last year, son got silver cufflinks with a monogram engraved on them, and I made and gifted him and his sister some of the monograms made by me engraved in a rose gold necklace. I think monograms are kind of cute. Having stuff personalized to you, I think it's kind of cute, right? Your skin tone is fine. I'm sitting here like very pale, but in fairness, the lights do make me look like I've got some color to me. Does it pretty? I like it. I like rose gold. I think it's cute. I think it's kind of I don't know if I'd like gold, so I think it's nice to have something that's a little... That's the right one. A little different. It's not what everybody else uses, right? Because a lot of people like gold and silver, and I was like, if I go for something that's a little bit different, I feel like it... A little bit more me. It's skin. I think tone might be a bit of a stretch. Yeah, that's what I was kind of going. What's wrong with pale? I haven't seen the sun in 10 years. Made monograms professionally. If you ever want one, should be $20. I'll tell you what which name it'll be. Oh, Ilfa, I remember that because you showed me, right? You literally showed me, and it wasn't even that long ago. I just have the brain like a sieve. You had literally showed me and I'd forgotten. That's my fault. I'm a very forgetful person. Sun causes cancer. Who wants that? Everything causes cancer. Who wants that? Make that a little bit smaller. Exactly, though. Just hide where it's safe inside. Like that. That's what I would do. Imagine sitting on the toilet with like a literal halo effect from the light above you. That does not need to be that bright. There we go. Okay, cute little toilet moment. Even if I put that to the side like that and put a sink there, I don't think it would still work. This is going to have to be like a very European style where you would have to go use the sink elsewhere to wash your hand. As a sign, you do mind as a condition. The star sign, yes, is fine, right? Mind you, daily from now on, I won't. We'll both forget, right? So why Edward is 1,700 years old. It is. I feel like I want to watch Twilight again. stop because I rewatch it maybe like 3 or 4 times a year. It's like the Hunger Games. I rewatch that multiple times a year for no good reason whatsoever. Okay, I'm going to move on from that room because I'm going to be here forever. This here should be another bedroom, I think. And then this one should be the toilet. And by toilet, I mean bathroom. Wait, really? You haven't seen the Twilight series? You haven't seen it yet? I would definitely recommend it. It's really cheesy. It's over the top. It's dumb. It's ridiculous. But it's kind of fun, right? It's kind of fun. Hugh Jackman, I know you know who he is. Had skin cancer back in 2016 when he did The Great Showman. I remember this one. Was allowed to sing because he'd gotten surgery on the nose. Wasn't allowed to, but did anyway. Really bad nose disease. But he did a really good job. And I do know who that one is, at least, right? Like gas station food for you, so bad it's good. Yeah, I haven't really tried much, so I can thankfully say I don't know. Captain America's ass. Question mark out of 10. I mean, it's Captain America's ass. It's Chris Evans. I mean, it's 10 out of 10, isn't it? Right? Even in the spandex, it's fine. Good camp. It's good camp, but it's the kind of camp that you laugh at camp. Right? There is like the majority of it's fine, but it's when Bella's on Edward's shoulders and they're like running really fast and they have this silly little leg thing and the motion blur and they're like running up the thing and they're trying to give the illusion that they're running really fast, but it just looks really trashy. And then every scene with the werewolves in it's trash. The werewolves are great, but just the way that they do them is just, you know. Hunger Games you can understand, but rewatching Twilight is like playing with your poop. That's what Hangry does. I only had one nosebleed in my life and it was gross. Nosebleeds are disgusting. Nobody wants a nosebleed. No. No, thank you. For the record, he was 104 years old in the film. Who was? Edward in Twilight? You want to binge the Hunger Game movies now? I'm still waiting because I haven't watched the one with Peter Dinklage in. The recent one. Not the brand new one. It hasn't come out yet, but the recent one. Because I haven't put it on any streaming services I have. Your mama. There's Hangry. Hey, Hangry. Specifically the song From Now On when he was belting out those notes and the stitches kept keeping his nose together, but oh god, no. I don't like blood. No, thank you. I agree with the race now. You go to eat. No, everyone. Of course, Ilva. Thank you for being here. Always a pleasure to see you. Please get lots of sleep. And we'll hopefully see you again sometime soon. How small is this room if I do that? This is going to be this room is going to have showers, toilets, bathtub, etc. So it doesn't need to be the tallest room. There's a jump in here, right? I'm not sure Chevron Food do whatever 3 years and they make take classes. Some Chevron plant super strict on the rules and regulations there. That makes sense too. If it's anything that isn't already prepackaged, I probably wouldn't want to buy it because who knows who touched it, right? But hold on tight, Spider Monkey. I feel like that's pretty much what the phrase was, right? Jacob is hot. Jacob himself is, but it's when they're in their werewolf form and they're like talking to each other telepathically and, you know. I love doing that. You are right. Hangry did that this whole time. He wasn't in the gym. Get a poster to provide the same acting skills. I actually did have a Team Jacob poster in my bedroom. Pokemon remakes. We had this conversation earlier, Gandhi. Yeah. A normal person excited about it? Not a normal person. Some of the acting, even Shoko knows this. It's about Sandy Paul's story and hot, open mouth, breathing scenes and abs. Yes. That's Twilight. It's not good acting. It's just the fact that it's gay. Yeah. Lore Drop is crazy. Slices his hand open in a scene in Django Unchained, but instead of cutting, he kept going on the blood on the film as real from him cutting his hand. Now, why wouldn't they just stop? What? That's not sanitary. I feel like a true Rick fan that I know about the Twilight binges. Yes, I know what it is. It's just the kind of, if you've seen it already, it's the kind of movie that you put on and you're eating food or you're on your phone or whatever. And you look up periodically, you see Bella pining about whoever she's in love with right now. And then you see Carlisle and then you drool a little because Carlisle, right? Is what it is. And then someone dies and something happens and then you're like, oh, yay, amazing. And then the film ends. You're like, that was amazing. I'm so glad I watched all 4 movies back to back, right? It only took 12 hours. It's a comfort movie. Yes, I think so. It's just that kind of movie. I don't know why. It's just weird to me. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. But if you have seen it, maybe watch it again. Why not, right? Okay, I got distracted. I was doing windows because I was doing a bathroom. I think it's a bathroom. It's a bathroom, so I think all of these windows there should not be windows. There should be windows on these here because no one can see into these ones, right? So you could have a really gorgeous view outside of here. And then this is completely covered, right? Because you don't want anyone being able to stare in while you're in the bathroom. You're a bathroom. Wow, uncle. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? You watched Charlie's Angels 1 and 2 on loop until the end of time, and I can quote the entire film. I think I watched that one of them, rewatched them the other day for whatever reason. I wish I could tell you why. I don't know why. I think it just randomly showed up on the thing and I clicked and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? That was it. How high can I take that? Ooh. 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 What if there's like a giant bathtub just facing the lions that are trying to eat you? You know? It was meant to slam his hand into the table, accidentally hit a wine glass. The glass smashed, cut his hand open. He knew if they cut, they wouldn't be able to redo that scene for 2 weeks, so he powered through it. I see. I guess it would add to the thing because you might hurt your hand when you slam it down. Yeah. Kinds of Kings, wow, Matt. No, you're projecting again. Discolored your glasses? Yes, I discolored because they might be part of your body by being in the glasses on your face, right? What did you do? Did you sit on them? That's how you're doing. It sounds like you're having a great day, right? That's what I'm hearing. You're having a really good day and nothing could ruin it, right? We've been playing House Flipper all day. It's been fun. I enjoy House Flipper. I play it all the time, so it's good for me. And now we're talking about shows and Twilight. Have you seen Twilight, Uncle? You've watched it, right? I'm sure you have. That's new info. It's also factually incorrect. Do not fall for him. Okay, I'm going to put my little windows in. I can't run it through the whole thing because oh, these always come out by... Actually, you can't see them on that side. I don't need to run them. It's fine. It's only on the interior ones that face onto the deck need to have the windowsill. There we go. Boobs. Yes, thank you, Angry. It's not the security code. It should be his. Because I know I didn't know what the word would be because it didn't break, but the leg is now... The leg on the glasses. Yes. I know what you mean. How did you do it, though? What did you do? I broke them with your face. With your face. You were putting them on. Maybe you pulled a little too tight. Ooh. Now that I'm famous, you're up my anus. I used to have this album too. The wings of the glasses, that works too. I mean, I guess that would be, you know, like put them on your face and then you like hit your face and you bend it and it snaps, right? You do it with sunglasses. Your album is such a good album, right? This and Britney, I listen to a lot of. Did I do that one? No, I just didn't paint that wall yet. Oh, it's like, wait, why is that brick there? That makes no sense. Things you always poke yourself in the eye with. Those, yeah, right? If you try to put your glasses on too quickly, it never... Somehow, even though your ear is here and your eye is here, somehow, going like this, it still goes straight to your eye and not to your ear. It makes no sense. But yes, the hooky things that go over your ear. Yeah. Worth a shot. It's all got verified in the packet. The packet. Worth a shot for diggies. Yes, digs, stabs. Is that what you mean? Quite honestly, the specific song makes me uncomfy because eating people, being an idiot, let's just say that ended with me going face first into wall. So you were running down the hallway and ran straight into the wall is what I'm hearing. Mm-hmm. I turned off the flying mode. I'm gonna have to go through and paint these. I still don't know what is quicker, but it's fine. The hooky things that go over your ears. Yeah, the hooky things. The hooky things. Do they have a specific name for them? The ear hookies. Yes. Part of the beginning of the Britney Spears song, "A Piece of Me," where she goes, used to make my best friend gag because the sound of almost gagging or spitting is the worst thing for me. Gagging is bad enough, but I think it's because I grew up in the UK and chavs spit and chavs don't brush their teeth. Someone was like, that means that spit is just a pile of stink. And I'm like, nothing makes me want to rip my ears and eyes out than seeing a chav spit somewhere. You know? Less embarrassing the actual one, I guess. It's pointing to darkness. Let's say you were dancing and you ran into a wall. That's also allowed too. Because a chav confirmed. Do I look like a chav? There's a question chat if anyone would like to join. Command join to get in. If you'd like to. Go ahead. Is every hiccup? It's an involuntary hiccup. I see. Which, yeah, I guess, I mean, you can't really plan for a hiccup. It just kind of happens, right? But yes. So she had a hiccup in the song. And that's what it sounded like. Gotcha. But it made your friend gag because of the sound. Oh my god, do you remember Macklemore? What happened to Macklemore? You're giving chav today, but you're giving smelly Adidas. Sorry, Adidas. Yeah. Adidas. That thing. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I'm fine. It's okay. Nothing more than a hot chav with dirty teeth. Not the dirty teeth. No. Makes me shudder in disgust. See? You wouldn't say no, please. Remember Macklemore? He was thinking about the band. Macklemore was thinking about the band? What did he do? I listened to some of his songs. There was like 3 good songs that came out in a very short period of time, and then never heard anything again. Who is Macklemore? The guy that's singing on this. If you can call this singing. I guess it's more rapping. But I think he's singing. I can't tell. It was actually tracking Chrono Trigger that would play in a certain area for the same reason. Always made me feel overwhelmed, so often would avoid the area until I need to go there. It reminds me of the moon song in Final Fantasy IV. When you get the space whale thing, you land on the moon, and it made like a really weird like fart sound. It's really weird. I didn't like it. Never heard of it. That's fine. Thrift Shop was fun at a dumb time. Should we put Thrift Shop on? Let's add it to queue, and then I'll do Can't Hold Us too. There we go. I'll queue them up. Gandhi, you probably heard these songs, you didn't know who it was, right? Kind of the band that made Party Rock Anthem 69, I knew it. LMFAO. Technically, you can't say there was a one-hit wonder. I remember them too, but also very similar of like they made good song and then disappear song, you know? But, you know, everyone remembers the song that they made and their name. But just never heard anything after. Then they disappeared, yeah. There's a few that do. They probably weren't expected to be as popular as it was, and then it was, and they're like, oh, wow, okay, how do we top ourselves? You can't, you know. Working on landscape for the Gandhi Challenge, and I wish they had more floral plants that are for the outdoors. Yes, I would like it if they did. I know that they're adding stuff with the Sakura DLC. I wouldn't mind seeing just a garden center DLC that just adds a ton of outdoor foliage, or even if it's just called a garden DLC, right? Just add a ton of plants just so I had a little more variety when decorating, indoors and outdoors. Okay, perfect. This is cute. So what I want to do, I want to put like a really nice shower in. Maybe I could lower it like a little, have like a exposed stone or like a pebble. You go down to it and there's a tub. Maybe I could put the tub in, built in. It could be really cute. 610 has a bunch of men in Speedos with the tits out, so that's good. I hope that's the part we remember, right? They do. Okay, now we're going to listen to Thrift Shop. Again, you probably heard the song, you just had no idea who it was. Was added with the landscaping update, but they need more. More! Always add more. Though they're pretty good at adding more content every time they do an update anyway, right? I used to love this song. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to have like a step down, have a tub down here. 2010's playlist, I'm just keep jumping between different artists, right? Looks themselves are pretty clearly straight, but they're straight, I'm pretty sure, so that's expected. Maybe, or maybe they're pretending. You heard this? Everyone heard this one. There's a lot of good content, but the landscaping could be straightened, just strengthened, just add more stuff, right? With every update that they add, they probably would be adding more stuff, right? That we would use, so. I'm sure it'll be fine. Just give it a few more updates, a few more DLCs, and we'll be overwhelmed with content, but like, this is amazing. I mean, we already have a ton of, like, every update, they had like 500 new things, right? I think this is Wellness Spa. Wellness Spa. This... New Jersey housewife washing off her fake tan. Wellness Spa. Chav. I think I want the Wellness Spa tub. Like this. You know, I think that's what I would like. I would ask you guys what you like, but I don't care. Wellness Spa with the other just semi-honest. It was like, that was like the wavy thing, because like the shape of the tub, you know, it's cute, right? But also like more landscaping in the game, right? See? Probably Story Plus nowadays, they went back to whatever frat party dimension they came from. If they were even in like something. Maybe they were just making up for the fact they didn't do it before. I'll land in your, I mean, hi, you're cute. That's it. You felt I was there. You were in the moment with me, right? You were definitely in the moment, as you should be, because I was in the moment with the bathtub. Mr. Dragon, thank you, and Daily Rickle, I appreciate you. I might have to take that back another. Where am I going to fit a toilet in here? Wait, actually, no, ignore that. I'll do it on this side. Like that. The steps down just here. And then on this side, we can have the toilet so you can sit there and watch the person in the bathtub. Yes, in the games. It's like, don't be silly. In the game, obviously. Flies off looking for noms. Tata for now. Of course, go get some food. Go have fun. Charlie says from a different partyscape, thankfully gayer. A little, just a tad gayer, right? There's something very powerful and strong in order Chinese food. Oh, love Chinese food. What did you order? I forgot how good Macklemore was. Even nowadays, because she's technically their contemporary, really. She is contemporary, or she's saying she is actually gay? Because I don't know much about her in the slightest. Talk about House of a 2, but I agree you should do some work on the Undernether. Oh, yeah, Z, you heard him. I could still put like sinks here and then put a toilet here, right? What I want to do down here is have like a, because I'm going to make this a wet room. So you'd be here and there'd be a shower above us. So this whole area would be designed to get wet in. She's on chicken, crab, wontons. You do beef, but you want chicken. You love spicy Shazon food. Me too. I usually do the tofus, but lately we've been doing what is it? General Tso's tofu, and then I do a sesame one too. Last time we visited, you found treasure. I just agree with you guys. It's so much easier. What about like a natural mossy stone? Would that just be slimy and disgusting? I don't know if it should be. I don't know if it should be mossy. And that looks like it's in concrete. Like that's. I don't want it to be concrete. I want it to look almost natural. Yum, yes. Hong, I'm jealous. Order some sesame chicken and lo mein. Not everyone getting Chinese right now. Oh, food, stop it. We know. You know, Gianti. We know. Gotta go to work in a bit, eat comfort food. I don't blame you. Enjoy the comfort food. I like the texture of the stone though. Right. If it was that texture and it, instead of it being like a gray concrete, it was more like a beige, like a sand, that would be perfect because then it would just look like that's the natural ground, right? Fan base is very gay. That's understandable. Most pop divas kind of have that, right? Hoghabin really gives me the nature front and center, and it's almost giving 1970s throwback of the outdoors coming indoors. Very much like when you go to like one of those centers, like you go to like an obscure state and they have like a nature center and everything's got a big windows, but it's like a barn with big windows, right? But now we've got a bathtub in here too. I think actually gets written. Gotcha, yes. There is a sand option. That's what I was hoping to find. Because I wanted one with... I didn't just want sand, I wanted the pebbles with a sand, right? I mean, I like these two. Oh, that one might be more sandy, right? No, that's like Victorian Road. Can't use that. I guess I could use like a slate, but slate usually goes on the walls, not the floor. So your air fryer called the Nether. Could be. You could cook from there, right? So what you had for lunch the other day? Oh, 2 bacon cheeseburgers and a horde of seasoned fries. As with any female pop star that serves enough, yes. There's no pebbles with sand. That's what. Yeah, I was wanting one which has a combination of both. If it's fueled by hangry gas, yes, but you probably want to eat it if the hangry gas has been near it, right, Mocha? Yeah, I want something that's a raw material, and I wanted it to look like sand with stones in it. That's not awful. We put ketchup back on. I want something that would look like it would be in a tropical place, right? That's what we have outside, but I think inside that's too bright. I did like this one. I did like that one. Maybe I'll just go with it. Stop talking about you. I'm sorry, Hangry, but we can't live without you. They can live in the world and go to an alternate dimension, neon partyscape for eternal gay party. With soundproof rooms where you need a break, obviously. I'm not that sociable of a person. So that sounds like it could also be a hell for me. Do you live in a tropical country? There might be moss in your bathroom. Q is a button. Yeah, maybe he is. Maybe I'll go with that. I think that works for me. I think that's acceptable. It works. Let's find a drain. That's fine, I guess. I like how it's trying really hard to put the texture. Oh, it's fine. Because what I want to do is I want to put the shower above us. So when you're in this area, this is where you're showering and bathing. You'd rule over the eternal gay garden of Eden Heaven. Would you dance to? Live in a big city, you're clearly doing a beach house. I mean, there could be moss somewhere. Because of the, humidity. So live in an apartment. Okay, maybe not then. Maybe not. Oh, wow. Hangers out here with the fighting words. Often pray you go to heaven so I can enjoy hell in peace. My savior and angel. He's not going to give you 75,000 if you're nice to him. So he didn't say anything about heaven or hell. It's funny because I was the one who was like, that kind of being in the cityscape like that, to me, that would be like hell, because I'd be like dealing with so many dancing people and sweaty people and gross people and I don't keep saying people, to me, that's exactly what that would be. Copy. Thank you. I'm gonna run a beam over here because then I can run a shower through the beam. What is that? I don't know. Because I'd have to shower here or something, like a shower head, like aiming downwards. I still haven't found anything that would work because all of them have, all of the shower heads have this. So there's no way of me hiding it. I can't just pretend it's not there. Because if it was just the shower head, I could put that up there and, you know, make it work. 20-foot deep pool of Cheetos. I think for most people that might be more like heaven. Gay eternity, the dancing, the men. But if you're all stuck there for eternity, you would probably get to a point where you will hate each other a lot, right? Don't know if that can help. We live in a tropical country that is a beach house, and I avoid the beach like the plague. No, that's also understandable. Totally understandable. So what I wanted to do was have something like this, right? Here. But then just be like a random nozzle. Right, because I want to shower like that, right? That's so high up, but I would still want that, right? But then there's this, and I can't do anything about that. It's fine. It's okay. I guess I could just put a drain up there, and that's what the water's going to trickle out of. That's what I normally do when I do a build like this, is that's the shower, right? The water just gushes down. That might need to be a little further over, actually. So it's just a little bit more centered to here. You stand here. I know it's going to get in the bathtub, but it's fine. That looks good. I mean, it's still function. Gushes. Yeah, gushes. A little bit of texture with the lines. It does. So even though it's a drain, water could still come out of it. It could work. I could make that work. Let me grab this. I want to keep the style. We put a toilet here. That's our toilet. That's our view. Is it elegant? Not really. Does it work? Yes. All that matters. Like you want payday. Gosh shit. Henry, what is payday to you? Just the day that mummy says borrow the credit card? You have a little bit of texture. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Well, texture on your butt. That's what you say to Hangry before he shaves everything. Okay, I could do floating cabinets, 2 big mirrors, maybe like a cabinet here or something. Heavy breathing. Just leans into the microphone, just like heavy breathe. Candy without its filters on. Okay, what am I looking for? Bathroom fixtures. Sinks like this, right? Literally like that, but in wood. I want the double one. I love how they give you these ones. Because that's Oh, that's the metal. Please give me wood option. Yes, thank goodness. So if that doesn't give me wood options, I'm gonna cry a lot. I'm gonna cry a lot. So to breathing exercises. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's it. I'm exhausted now. It's called an allowance day. Right. So he gets thrown a few pennies and is like, go get yourself something nice. So he buys something Pokemon related. Releases 5 a week. Yes. Please give me wood options. Sometimes they don't give you wood options and I do get really sad. It happens, unfortunately. Sometimes the options are stone or metal or wood, metal. Sometimes you don't get both, you know. Please give me wood. Exactly. Wood, wood, wood. Wood, wood, wood. I love wood. Just like Mocha said. Coming out your mouth with your blah, blah, blah. And a zip your lip like a padlock. And meet me with it back with the jack of the jukebox. I think something like that would be nice. Because I wanted to give the spa feel. Love wood. Love wood. Hi, Mr. Sharky. Hi, welcome in. Lucky if you got 99 Hot Wheel a month. Ganna's out here like trauma dumping once again. But an extra pair of quotes in there. You know, we can have extra quotes. That's okay too. Well, Chinese would be a hard language, but it turns out pulmonology, the lung department in hospitals, is actually called breathe in, breathe out department. And that's the translation in Chinese is breathe in, breathe out. Distribution day. Yes. Just satisfy hangry so it goes away. Love wood, we do. Mr. Shaggy, hi, welcome in. How are you doing? How's your day going? I do like food that looks good. I said that. I did. Mr. Shaggy, thank you for the 5 stream streak. I appreciate you streaking here on us. How are you doing on this Friday? I forgot what day it was. So hi, Tom. Forgiven Mocha for deleting the oh no, stop, just stop clip. The wood glip softens the blow a little. Ah. Don't get it forever timing out, Tom. You can go for a skinny dip without someone biting your penis. No, wait. That was because of the piranhas, okay? That was because of piranhas. Yes, that was definitely Mocha who did that. So fabulous. We love being fabulous. What are you up to today? Anything fun, Mr. Sharky? I think this does require some Gandhi lighting. I can hear Mocha laughing. I can hear him downstairs laughing out loud because you told Gandhi off. Oh, he's just giggling away. Definitely Mocha, yes. Fabulous. We love fabulousness. Oh, I hate that. Oh, it's only these lights that do it. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. There are other lights I can probably use that might not have the same. I can use these ones, I think. It's not gonna work. Those do this. Those do the same thing, but they don't have the weird reflection in the window. Mocha B wasn't removed, but the one for Gandhi was. You have a class at 3:30. Gonna get some lunch now. What's for lunch today, Mr. Sharky? And what are you doing in class today? So cancel me. I only have time for 1 apology video. You may have to do 2 by Monday, or you get double cancelled, extra cancelled, cancelled twice. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna do it like that. I wanted the underlight, but I didn't want it just. There we go. Look at that lighting. I love that. Okay, maybe bring that down just a little. We just need a little glow. We don't need a little glow. Okay, calm down. Like a little. There we go. Now hold on. What? In and out, of course. Probably just spacing out, just staring into space and hoping it'll be over. Right. Can't believe I had to make this a video. Never in a million years that I think I'd say that. Tom doing an apology for anything that he's ever done. Never gonna work. How's your day going? It's going okay. I played some Household with Gandhi, Ilfra, and Berry earlier today, which was fun. And then I rushed to get ready for stream, which is why I look a mess today. Because I clearly rushed, but I actually didn't get anything done. So we're surviving. We're having a good time. We're just vibing today. Send Rick a Venmo request now. What would it be for? I might need to know before I can say yes. I took that pee in the kitchen. It wasn't you. Are you sure? Right. I don't know if I believe you. Mr. Chucky, your bank account is about to experience a growth spurt. Oh, that's for the Venmo, right? That makes more sense, actually. Yeah. Which that is worst ways of apology ever. Is the video, the awful videos that they do? Sorry that you felt that way. Oh, that too, yes. Those rascally pugs. The problem with the pugs is sometimes they go to the door and ask to go outside, and other times they don't bother going to the door. And they're like, I need the bathroom now. And then they just run off and, you know, go the wrong place. We literally have these giant trays so that it can pee on. So it catches it on like a puppy pad. They couldn't kill us. Maybe I could do little lights like this. That could work. Maybe if I put it a little higher up. Oh, wait, there are smaller ones, right? A little smaller. I don't want you to see them, but I want them to still light up the area, you know. And Gandhi. Gandhi's a rascally pug. Sorry that I felt that I insulted you. It was not my intention for you to be offended by the truth that I said. That's kind of how they're always worded, isn't it? It's like, I'm sorry that you were offended, but I think that's a you problem. You know. I'm sorry that the truth offends you. Took off your account, this is not Tom. That's very much Tom. That's very Tom coded right there. You know what? Maybe I could put something in here too. Ooh, how much space do I have in here? I do that. Like that, right? Like that. Then I could put like a recessed light just like hiding in there. Tiny little light, maybe. Apology video text. Just close the tab. Just close it. Just get, yeah, exactly. We wouldn't believe Tom even if he apologized for whatever he said. Basically, blaming the person for that happened implies it's not your fault, whatever action you've done is the person's fault for feeling that way. That's literally how all apologies work, though, isn't it? It's like gaslighting them. It's like, I'm sorry that you were offended and you've made me say sorry because you were offended. You know. I don't know if that needs to be that bright. Just like a little glow, right? I like that. Did I say ban Tom earlier? Yeah, you didn't time out, you just banned him, yeah. Mocha's the one that needs to make the apology video. Maybe you could make one for each other. How's that? Would you be okay with that? Make a little avology. Make a vology video. Avology. Avology. It's still really dark, but I kind of like the glow. I think that's kind of fun. Then you have to pretend to mean it. You'd both be pretending then, wouldn't you? We're supposed to fly over tonight and slap you in person, he says. What do you say for that, Tom? I want to put a cabinet here. I need something that's going to have like the rolled up towels. You know, they always have like rolled up towels. Those jungly, I like it. I think it'd be nice that you're sitting in the tub and you're looking out the window and you still feel like you're part of the rainforest, right? You're safe, you're inside, you're not getting attacked by a tiger, but you're still that close to the jungle, you know? I don't know why I had to stop to think about that. I was like, where are we again? The jungle. I wish that was a little taller. It doesn't need to be absolutely massive. Okay, I've been using this style because, like I said, it's open. It's airy. It makes it look light. Doesn't take up too much space, you know? Back in the 2000s and the early 2010s, people complained that most music were brainless party songs, and in the late 10s, every song instead seemed to become all dreary and slow. I like it when people, the artists change for like the eras, and then they have these different variations of their styles because they're like, oh, this era was like the party kind of disco era, and then it was like, this is now the sad, depressing era, you know, the Kelly Clarkson, Avril Lavigne kind of stuff. Adele, you know, and then there was all the pop music, which is just like I feel like now back in the pop, like the really girly pop era again. So maybe the knee you might actually like. He would probably thank you for it, yes. The 10-person entourage, yes. He's gonna come over and he's gonna get that apology that he wanted. Is this too big? Mocha, why do I hear banging? Are you already murdering Tom? Why do I hear banging right now? I don't know where I want to... Like that. A little bushy thing. Someone sent a video of the concert they went to and had a very fun disco jazz big band feel. Do you know what the concept was? People think that every song is fast-paced and dancing and upbeat has no meaning, that every slow minimalist song is super meaningful. Absolutely not true. I understand that. I could imagine like if it's more vocal focused, slower, more minimalist, it has meaning to it. I've never really been much of a lyrics person. I like music because if it gets me up and wants me, makes me want to jiggle my titties a little, that's the kind of music I like, right? I like it if it just feels fun. Why am I looking at plants again? I think I should copy one. Cows, who we shooting today? It was changed with a huge puffy silver coat on and rolling lights that gave it a disco era feel. That sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. See, I like the concept of concerts. I don't like the concept of people. That's too big of a plan. So it's a conflicting thing where I'm like, yeah, sure, I'd love to see Hangry's Kylie Minogue video for the 12th time this week, but I wouldn't actually go myself to watch it, right? Just because I would have to deal with people. That stresses me out. So what I'm gathering is Pearl is obsessed with fast-paced music. I mean, we both like Lady Gaga. Most of it is faster paced, right? Just like people generalize things and go default mode and everything. Yeah, that too. But we were talking about this with the movie stuff the other day, because, Shocker loves to tell us about his movies. We were talking about how, like, the movie snobs try and tell other people what is a real movie and what isn't. And I was like, you know what? People can enjoy stuff, right? Look at Stanley trying to get in here. With my protein shake in peace, I'm just checking that you listening. Murder's wrong words, chaving you is more like it. That looks too. Is there a quest in chat? Cows look like they joined a quest. I want to join. I'm going to press join too. Marina and the Diamonds is a great example of fast tempo pop that's lyrically tragic. Tragic as in sad or tragic as in mediocre? I did write Tao then. Yes, I did. It's like, what did I just write? Sometimes my brain isn't working. Quite often my brain isn't working. Okay. I want to put some towels in here. Even though these are tiny little, like, face towels. Why did I just place that on the floor? Why are you going to make this so difficult? Stop that right now. Oh, I did. I did place it on the floor. Look at that. See? Tragedies and tragedies are genre sad themes of group. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like tragic as in like it was bad. I was like, I've heard some of their songs. Didn't hate them. Goes a bunch of dance pop. Yeah, every album is at least one ballad. Plus, she's made 3 jazz albums as well. It's a lot of variety. Yes. You know, heard of Marina and the Diamonds? I've heard like 1 or 2 songs, but I've heard more of Marina. Without the diamonds. Mediocre live on stream, you saw it. Exactly what you said for real. Well, that was the question. That was the question, not necessarily me assuming. Can I put some towels in too? Can I just place them and then just copy the style after? Can I just copy the style after? Yes, good. Like that. Like I do stuff as much, but even the old stuff isn't mainstream. I feel like that not everyone listens to her. She got Tommy and Jelly to become roommates on Jelly's country estate in Manor House. They're both trolls. They would end up just like killing each other or something. I don't think that would work as well as you're thinking. Unfortunately. I don't think it would at all. Okay. I feel like this needs another light, like a light here, but then it would be in the way of the shower. I feel like there needs to be something, because it's a very big room and it's very dark up there. Maybe I could put like a light here in the corner facing down to light up the top of the room a little. So just so we help create a troll farm. Just give them a few Instagram accounts and just let them have fun with Hangry, right? Enjoy music which sounds like upbeat, fast-paced. The lyrics are serious, a nice contrast of bittersweet. I guess it just depends what your style is, right? That one's kind of angled, right? Like I said, I just like... Ew, no. I just like anything that I listen to and it has a good vibe to it. It could be sad, it could be upbeat, it could have no lyrics whatsoever, it could just be all lyrics and no music. Like, if it vibes well with me, that's all I, really need, Do you prepare me for Eddie's death? What is Eddie? Who is Eddie? What is Eddie? Hi, Queen. Thank you for the 65 stream streak. I appreciate you. I was ignored. Sorry, Queen. Squad up. Hi, Queen. How we doing? I'm trying to figure out a light situation here because I need a light that lights up this room. I mean, I could always just put these up here, couldn't I? It's not going to affect the, won't affect the shower in the slightest, right? It's going to be a bright room. It's a bathroom. You want to be able to see in the bathroom. You don't want to miss that step and die, right? From Stranger Things, the character in the show or the actor, because I mean, Queen, I'm not going to tell you spoilers for a show. I mean, I know it's a few seasons ago, but I'm still not going to tell you the spoilers, right? It's a bathroom. You need to make sure you are clean, right? If you can't see, you can't tell you're clean, right? So music I feel like I listen to is instrumental, no lyrics at all. Also, most of them are for video games. And relaxing too, right? The show, I was like, did the character die too? No. Well, Queen, you say like as if I was supposed to have warned you about it. I'm not going to ruin it for you. See what happens when people spoil things? You get like the Tom treatment. Get timed out. Or banned. Or just banned. I don't hate it. I think it's cute. I think it's got a vibe to it. I like it's taking me so long to do a room because I'm just far more interested in chatting with you guys. Are there screens at all? Like privacy screens? There might be. Could be. You start season 5, it's not spoilers anymore. I guess. But you hadn't seen it, so I wouldn't want to ruin it for you anyway. Imagine Get Away from the Bathroom should be moody with candles for romance. I mean, in fairness, I could put candles in too. That could be used if you want that vibe instead, right? Pedro said some people die, but no. I mean, in general, people die, right? Other people have not seen it, that too. For screen, let me type in screen. Not privacy, but, you know, if you're a fireplace, you might have some privacy if you're a fireplace. They're not very tall to even double as like a privacy screen, but the new Sakura update that's coming out, they're adding paper doors, so I would assume they might add some screens with that too. If you're a fireplace, yes. If. Someone said that Blah 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 by Kesha was people who don't like pop, thought every pop song sounded like, and they couldn't even imagine how those people would perceive of the song. I feel like maybe it's just me, but I feel like a lot of people take a lot of things far too seriously. Or maybe I'm just not artistic in that sense. So did Backseat? No, I would think the same thing of like having like some kind of rail or privacy thing so you don't fall off and die. Maybe I'm just not artistic enough, but like, you know, when I'm watching like a movie or a show or even listen to music or whatever, and I was like, this is good. I like the beat to it. And that's usually all that really matters to me, you know? But I guess there might be some people out there who's like, the lyrics in this song are like so mediocre. It's so awful. And I was like, maybe it wasn't all about the lyrics. Maybe they just had a really good beat. I don't know. Maybe. Watching somewhat cultured in pop culture. Yes. Shimmed wrong. You didn't watch Game of Thrones 2 years after it ended. That was a good show. I'm glad you watched it. It's better to just be easily amused. It means you're happier. Yet sometimes when you think too much about something or you worry too much, it kind of ruins things for you, right? I mean, you can be blissfully unaware by just being dumb, right? In life, like just to everything, right? You could be like, oh my god, life is so amazing, you know, and then that's it, right? There's nothing else in life going on because your brain doesn't work like that, right? You couldn't care less. So, I mean, there is some ignorance is bliss, is what they say, right? So just knowing less, sometimes you can just get away with it. Now, I can imagine if you were like a music major and your whole thing was, you know, dissecting every single song you listen to, you'd probably start hating songs that you may have liked before. Right? Maybe. You quit Game of Thrones during season 2 because you kept falling asleep. Yuki, I feel that too. I remember I pushed myself to watch it because I also watched it late. And everyone was telling me how amazing it was once you get to a certain point. And I was like, you know what, I'll get through the boring episodes so I can get to the more exciting stuff, you know. There were some low moments, yeah. To me, I'm not supposed to be in a constant of worrying about every single thing at the same time, right? What kind of madness is that? Insanity. That's my point. You've got to try not to stress too much about things that you can't change. You know. Sometimes, if you can, try not to stress too much. I want to do 2 twins in here. It wouldn't be 2 twins, it would just be twins. I want to do 2 beds in here. Can I match the bed that I already had? Overthinking is in your soul. It's all I have left. I used to be very much an overthinker. Now I'm a is what it is person. You know, I can't fix everything. If I can't fix it, I'm gonna not worry too much about it. I want to do like this. Right, it's suitable for whether you have kids or if you just have, say there's a couple staying there and then you got like 2 friends or something. I don't know. And for your transformation, it's easy to just not care. You're ranch hand today with the pugs, you are. The pigs. The piggies. Uncle, thank you for your dinner. I appreciate that. Mormon beds, nice. They're cute, right? They're fun. I like them. I wanted something that was simple. I've seen that video. Can't fix everything, but you can complain about it until people are tired of listening to my voice. Yes, that too, right? But sometimes you might get yourself worked up over something that you probably didn't need to, right? How's the house looking so far? It's going okay. I don't want to keep leaving that room. I'm going to be using the same style. So I may as well just grab it whilst I'm in that room. But yeah, I mean, we were talking about the other day specifically with the snobby movie industry and saying like superhero movies aren't real movies, right? And I was like, if you just tell yourself that, you're just telling yourself you can't enjoy it when I know if you watch it, you would probably enjoy it anyway, right? So maybe just watch it and pretend you didn't, you know? Sure, you're very fun. Mormon beds have one bed ruffled in the morning. Oh, I bet they do. I'm sure you're very fun. Mocha has those moments. They're now very close to each other, but I wanted to put these in. I could put it on that wall, maybe. But then, I may have to move the door down. Actually, that may not be a bad idea either. That wall might be longer, or at least larger. I could get away with putting that closer to the wall if I do it this way, because then I could put the bedside tables in between both, and then they get the view. That might be better. That might be better, and then I can put a wardrobe here, and then they can share the wardrobe, right? That might work a little bit better. You have your moments. He does, yes. Don't really like superhero stuff. I wouldn't go around saying they aren't real movies. They are movies and that's it. Right. But people have different tastes and styles, right? It's like me saying to Gandhi, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe you listen to Lana Del Rey. She's so sad and depressing, right? And then I went on and told him that that's not real music, you know? Just because I might not listen to much of her stuff doesn't necessarily mean it's not music, right? But, you know, that's just kind of how the movie industry was, telling people that they can't like a certain movie because it's not what they like. But you're welcome to like what you want. I don't have any cabinets in the other room. Oh, wait. No, I don't. It's not music, it's sad songs. Some of the stuff isn't sad, though. I just always only heard the sad stuff. Yeah. Once I took my both my IRL friends to see to Saw X because I thought Saw was like edgy and cool, and the end of it like that was crazy, wasn't it? And they were both like, "Hong, that was revolting." Woo, friendship. Did you like those movies and they didn't, or all of you went in not knowing what to expect? Because I Never watched the Saw movies growing up because I wasn't a huge fan of what do they call that now? There's a word for it. Gore porn or whatever it is. It's just where everything is just unnecessarily gruesome and violent because that's the horror. I never really liked that stuff. I like the supernatural stuff, so I never watched it. But then recently I binge watched the whole series and I was like, actually, there is a plot that follows the whole thing. Funnily enough, there is a plot to it. I like the movies, the premises are interesting. It's the core of, yeah. The plot that runs through all of the movies. It's not so prevalent in each movie. It's just a little thing in the background, like, oh, what's he doing now in each one? But you have to watch all of them because it's got a full story. Core, you said gore. Yeah, no. I said gore. As in gore, as in like gory movies. As far as music, at least when it comes to sound, lyrics are judged apart. I don't believe in good or bad taste of music. I think it's your taste and my taste, yes. And then their taste, right? Because sometimes the artist had a completely different vision that what everybody else is seeing too. You know how everyone talks about how Lady Gaga doesn't like art pop, right? And I'm like, art pop to me is like one of her best albums. But if she doesn't like it, I respect that. But I also do still thoroughly enjoy it. But actually bad taste if they send a bad message. The lyrics themselves could just be poorly written. It could be ChatGPT, right? Could be crap. No, that's all from hearing and watching the death counter on every movie. A death counter on every movie. Like a YouTube video? What was the overall death counter? Do you remember? I really misheard you, like, really. That's okay, Hangry. Whatever you heard, I'm sorry. But yeah, we're talking about gore, like the violence, the bloody messes. It's kind of like the Terrifier movies. They're not necessarily about what's scary. It's just how can we repulse the people the most? That's that kind of horror, you know. All 11 of the Saw movies have a story, and surprisingly enough, a majority of them take place at the same time. Very beneficial to watch like 1-6 in a row and view how it flows together. Yes. I recently binge watched them. I would watch like one every night. So I was binge watching them like back to back just because I was following the story. And it was quite insane to watch because of the story for it. Yeah. It's objectively bad when they mean I don't like it. Music is art and art's subjective. Yes. Unless it's a banana taped to a wall. You left a bloody mess. That's not new. We knew this. We knew this, Hangry. You are messy. As he says, farting, walking out the gym. Was that a Suspiria remake? I wanted to hang out and be cool with the art movie friends, but it was like the gore freaked you out. If you're not expecting it, it would, right? Oh, I want to grab this. How do I feel about that? I think that's too much. Can we catch up on the Gilded Age this weekend? I think we should because we still have a few episodes left, and I want to watch Bridgerton too. I can make that work, I think. No, I can't. It doesn't look right for me. YouTuber who used to at least make a series called Death Counter. They would watch a movie, explain to the viewers the plot, go through the entire movie showing censored, obviously. Every single death or mention the person died off camera. So they would give you the overall death count for the whole movie. I think that's pretty interesting because you wouldn't pay any attention to that if you're watching a movie. You'd just be like, that's the one person that survived, but you never really pay attention to how many deaths there were. Right. Saying how many deaths they counted, yeah. I think that could be interesting. I like the ones where they do serial killers like Freddy, Jason, Myers, whatever, and then they count who has the highest body count. I think that was pretty interesting too. Because some of them actually don't really have that high body counts, and others are significantly higher, you know. Significantly. Sorry, I'm changing it up. Distracted. Someone feels happy listening to 3 goats screaming at a construction site with lots of reverb. That's fine. Everyone's brain is different. Responds differently stuff. Yeah, they might like it for a very specific reason, right? I'm struggling to find a wardrobe that fits with this style because I want something that's light, and there is nothing light about a wardrobe. Nothing light about a wardrobe at all. I could put dresses in, maybe. Intro to the video, the plot, the destiny, outro. So you'd be watching it because you really want to know the number, right? You'd click on it because I like this movie. I need to know how many died in it. That's too big. That's far too big. I mean, I could do dresses. Put a photo up. Put a plant somewhere. I feel like the dresser should be there, though, in between the two beds. I'm so indecisive. It's not giving me the exact aesthetic that I want, and that's my problem. That's fine, because I can put 2 lamps either side. You can have 1 each. Anything. What if someone you've never watched Saw? Would you watch it, or now you know you don't really care, right? Or Birdcage. I like that one. This room needs a horizon line. I think it doesn't need to be so high, right? It's like a nice... Well, actually, I need to figure out something there still, because I've put that there, but I do like that we'd have this kind of view. I don't know what needs to go there, though. That's my problem. Maybe they don't have a wardrobe. Maybe they have this, and then maybe I put, like, a circular table and a chair. Like it's a hotel room. Might be better. Wasn't really interested in Saw itself, but the video intrigues you. That's fine. I remember I never watched them, but I would watch, like, ranking of the worst deaths in it or something, you know? And a way that something could be objectively bad is someone sampled something like the sounds of a terrible accident that caused suffering and death to a lot of people on a song. That would be bad taste. Are you speaking in reference because something like that has happened? Because I feel like, yeah, maybe that. Right. Just the sound of a car crash, a literal car crash, as the backing track in a show or a movie, that, or a song, I mean, might be weird, right? Have they got to watch more movie classics of the 20th century, not just black and whites, but 60s, 70s, 80s, because you want to be hashtag cultured. Would you like to watch them with Gandhi? You can culture him too if you'd like. If you want, but no pressure. So I'm thinking of doing like a small table with just a chair here. So it'd be more like a hotel. What other small tables do we have? I would like a round one for sure. Is there anything smaller? They're just getting bigger. Wait, does that let me scroll through all the round tables? It does. Oh, that's a mushroom. I was like, what is that? I've never seen that before. It was a mushroom. I feel like this one would work like that. What I can do is actually lower it and make it a smaller table. I don't need it to be massive. And then just a cute little chair. I want something that's more like a tub chair, actually. Something like this. Maybe it's a bit big. I don't know. Maybe like this. Not in that style, obviously. So the one way you can think of the sound itself would be harmful, that the lyrics, the way that lyrics with the bad message are. Gosh, okay, so you're giving an example of how the audio itself would be bad, not your style, right? Yeah. Music off key makes them happy, that's fine. There are some like that, right? Lift is blith in 2026. Nothing but yellow brick roads ahead. TVP brick roads. Kutcher is pointing the wrong place. It's supposed to be looking out the window. You know. Hi, Bulba. Hi, welcome in. How are you? No. We need a pattern here. We need a something in here. That's what I did upstairs. That's what I did upstairs. I had these cushions here. I think it works in a small dose. Maybe not the whole couch like that. Maybe if the couch had that cushion on, maybe. Right? Maybe. You always forget the things. Yes, you can redeem the thingy things. There's also an emote checkpoint. If you want to spam your emotes, now's your chance. Oh. Place it. Place it. Oh, fine, I'll put it on the floor. Boba, thank you for getting a deal, Michael. I appreciate you. And thank you for the 15 stream streak. I appreciate you. How are you doing today? How is your Friday? Hopefully it's going well. How do I feel about it? What if I did it now? What if I did it there and I put the table here instead? Like that. Now the cuck chair is facing the beds. Petition to make the emote mode at least 60 seconds. Oh, would you like 60 seconds instead? I mean, I guess I can make it longer. I don't know how long it is. It might be 30 seconds. Hangry, what is that emote? Guys, thank you for spamming your emotes. I appreciate you guys. What is that? What is that? Is that an ant that is pregnant? It's like a pregnant ant. It might be. An ant queen who kept her constantly pregnant. Oh, I must have missed that stream. Hi, Nico. Hi, welcome in. Or welcome back. How are you doing? Nico, I love how you try that. Hi, Nico. How are you doing? Do I have magazines? I would like to put magazines in. On this little table so you can... What's croaking? What's croaking? My dogs are barking at other dogs outside. It's like law. Keep oh, sorry. I guess I should have watched that one. Surprise me one day, and if I don't try, you won't know. That is true. It could randomly play something, and you're like, wow, I would never have known, right? I could. Daniel, the stars have shifted in favor of your bank account. I like that. We like money. I always feel like people do too much that thing of you're trying to be different. I think it's pretty arrogant to think that you know what's happening on someone else's mind. You mean when people are like deliberately going out of their way to point out that someone's different to them? It's like, why didn't you just listen to Name of Thing, right? Like everybody else. I always found that weird because, you know, I liked rock music growing up and emo stuff. And everyone else liked just pop music. And I was like, I like both. You're allowed to like both. It's not illegal. You don't have to be like one's better than the other. You can still enjoy it. You know? There needs to be a frame here. You know? A little frame of something. Trying to be different as a phrase is often thrown against queer people and divergent people. Yes. Both groups you have to be part of. Yes. It's a situation where it's just people don't like things that aren't the ordinary. That's all it is, right? But who wants to be ordinary anyway? That's so boring. Let us be weird. I'm for being weird. I'd rather be weird. I would rather be weird. I'm thinking of food. I'm thinking of food, guys. I want something. I want a tall photo that matches the vibe, though. All of the beachy ones are like horizontal, but it's horizontal ones. Cute. I think it'd be cute, right? What if I did? What if I did a beach and turn it on its side? Wait. What if I just? Ta-da! I wanted a beach that was a vertical one. I was just trying to be or be different. Makes things more interesting. It does. Seems to presume that they know what's happening in everyone's brain. If someone deviates from that, they think they're lying to be different to get attention or something. Yes. If they're not the generic, right? From afar, before realizing it's a beach, let's create a cool abstract design. I mean, you can't see the beach at least. You can see rocks, which kind of centers the horizon a little, but I just wanted, if something like that could exist. Though what I could do is just like this. I could do 2 horizontal ones like this, and then it fills up that space on the wall, you know. Genti, you dance into our music. Fear it is people that think how I feel or how I should feel better. Wait. Something that makes me infuriated people is people thinking that they know how I feel or how I should feel better than you do. Gotcha. You mean people telling you how you should be feeling? Yeah. What just happened? Wait. Wait. What is going on? Wait. What is going on? Stop that. That is not what I meant to do. I like it was still the wrong way around. Make you irritated? No, it's understandable, right? Completely understandable. Okay. That didn't work as planned. Okay, so I'm thinking of doing it like that and just having maybe like 2. I need the heights to be correct, though. That would be nice. Okay. Also, we're going to read out in a second. I keep snoozing the ads, but we'll read out in a second. I just want to at least finish this right here before I go make dinner because I'm hungry.
Remember this, Rick. I'll punish you.
Mhm.
Punish you with this pickle. Punish you
With this pickle.
Rick. Remember this, Rick. This pickle. Rick. This pickle. Rick. This pickle. Remember this, Rick. I'll punish you with this pickle.
Those are the, like, part of a set, these two. So they look really good together. It just sucks that one's beachy and one's a literal farm. But that's what I'm thinking. That right there is what I'm thinking. Fills that corner quite nicely. And then I'd put 2 lamps here, but that's a problem for another time. Because I'm distracted. I've sidetracked, so I was thinking about food. I literally just ate on stream and I'm still thinking about food, guys. Still thinking about food. I'm just a pig. I'm just a gannet. Okay, I'm triple saving it because I don't trust myself. Okay. Oh, right. I have to press this button myself. There we go. I forgot I can't do it that way. I have to press the button here. Otherwise, there's no thing behind me. Guys, hello. Hi, welcome in. I think we made great progress. I was fully distracted and I couldn't decide on anything that I was placing because I can't quite comprehend this style yet. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like a tropical style, but I don't have the White Lotus furniture that I'm thinking. I'm thinking like really rich people in Bali furniture, and there's not a ton of that, you know? Thank you, stream. No, thank you for the stream. Princess Brig in the Inner's Void. I wasn't a void, not even in my room. I just got sucked into the void, you know? Christian Bestie, I love you. So I was wrong, Chad. I love how you keep doing that. Enjoy Dindins. Thank you, Yuki. I appreciate you for being here. Thanks for streaming, Rick. May your week be a great one. I'll try my best. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks for streaming. No, thank you, Cows. I hope that you had a good work day. Tell your arms goodbye for me. These arms? These chicken arms? I want to be again vegan. I think I might do the same thing. I'm going to go put my rice on for dinner. Then get on the treadmill. Man, you want to... a man. Sorry, wrong chap. You're turning into Hangry now. He keeps doing this. Really hot. Yes, and hot. Hangry's out. Hangry's like, can you hurry up? Finish the stream so I can go be hot somewhere else, you know? Ads, we are trying to read out. Thank you. We're trying to read it. These goddamn ads. Okay, let me have a look. Let's see who is on. Wait. Wait, let me have a look. 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 I'm seeing if Barry is still on. Barry's still doing a subathon, so I'm assuming Barry will still be on. Though even if not, it's funny because Barry raided me the other day when I was trying to raid out, so... Nothing's great, everything is copied, everything is permitted. Don't you think for the mod love? Mods enjoy your love and kisses. Imagine recycling your material, you're so welcome. You deserve it to be copied. Dommy Mummy, should we go give Dommy Mummy some love before she tries to raid out? If she's trying to raid out, this is going to be really funny because she always raids us when we are trying to raid out. So let's go do that. Let's go do exactly that. Okay, it's Friday, which means no streams for me over the weekend. I'm going to be recovering, I think, unless Ganny set me up for some game. Nothing's original. Everything is a permutation of something else. I'm really not doing well with words today, guys. I apologize. I am struggling. Jackbox should join. Oh, yes, Jackbox. No, that's pretty easy to join. I can even join a mobile. That's what's so good about Jackbox. Yes, that is true. That is correct. Happy weekend. Enjoy yourself. No, you, Gunkle. You. I think Gunkle said he might be streaming today. I'm not sure. I think he did. So I might see you in Gunkle stream too. Let me get this raid message in the chat. Guys, remember copy the raid message, whichever one you want. Anyone can use them, subs, non-subs, whomever you are. Feel free to copy whichever one. We're going to go give some love to Dommy Mummy, also known as Strawberry Witch, who we were playing with on Ganny's stream just before my stream. But they are doing a subathon, so I think they'll be on for a little bit longer. No stream today. Oh, okay, Gunkle. I'll see you whenever I see you then. Have a good time zone. No, you. You have a good time zone. Everyone, please have fun. Please have a please have a safe weekend. Please do weekend things. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy. Go do whatever you're going to do. I am most likely going to raid a run because I am feeling tired. I'm exhausted. I need something like a coffee. And I might make a coffee and get on the treadmill. I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to do it. I appreciate you. Please have a safe weekend. Yeah, please have a safe weekend. Guys, I love you all. Everyone, please be good. Please have fun. Please stay safe. And I will hopefully catch you whenever I see you. Fixed it. Wait, what did you fix? What did you do? Oh, was it the command? Was it the raid message? I don't know, guys. I appreciate you. I will see you guys whenever I see you, okay? Oh, you missed the tea the first time. Oh, that's okay. I thought I did something wrong. As long as I didn't do anything wrong. Guys, I appreciate you. And I'll see you later. Bye.